Stay Tuned Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of two possibly intoxicated idiots watching the National Football League.
And welcome to Stay Tuned Sports here on a Monday night as we get ready to watch the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take on the Kansas City Chiefs. And boy, oh boy, isn't it just a great night when you start off with a little technical snafu and problems? I think so. It means you're ready for a great show, apparently. I have no idea. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King, and we're here to watch to see if Baker Mayfield can take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers there into Arrowhead Stadium and pull off an upset without Mike Evans, without Chris Godwin. And the Chiefs, again, not playing their best football, but they got DeAndre Hopkins during the trade deadline, which is tomorrow. I don't think anything else is happening tomorrow. So we're going to be able to really focus on the NFL trade deadline, see what's happening with that. And not, there's no other external distractions from just that, making sure that we watch and we see what's going on there with the NFL trade deadline. There's already been a couple of trades I know that have happened. Our insiders, our good boys there over at NFL Network, Ian Rappaport's been keeping us up to date on some of this. Of course, we know Dennis Allen, head coach of the Saints, fired today after his seventh straight loss. The Saints' seventh straight loss. I know Pecan is extremely excited by that, happy. Not because he thinks that the Saints will get any better this year. The same way I don't think if we fire Brian Daboll, that Ozempic sucking fat bastard, that the Giants will get any better this year. But it's a little bit of a catharsis. You just, all right, it's done. We feel better, and you can move on, and then you have something else to look forward to there in the future. As we see, Josh DeGreat in the chat does bring that up. Says the Saints front office isn't entirely stupid, as they did fire Dennis Allen, and they did. So we will see what happens there when it comes to the Saints, if that improves anything or not. What else was I looking at here? A.J. Brown for the Eagles. No structural issues with his knee. Looks like it was just a knee contusion, so he should be fine to go ahead and play for that. We do have a flex coming up. Pardon me, not next week, but the week after, week 11. The Colts and Jets have been flexed out of Sunday Night Football. Thank God. Instead, we will get Chargers and Bengals on Sunday night, which might be quite entertaining, so I'm excited for that. What else do we have? Oh, yes, we have, this was a trade here. The Broncos traded Baron Browning, linebacker there, to the Cardinals. So the Cardinals are buyers here on the trade deadline, trying to bolster up their team, again, as they are now 5-4. And in the lead when it comes to the NFC West. Broncos apparently are still also open to trading tight end Greg Dulcich. So that is still something that is up there. Dak Prescott for the Cowboys. He will be out several weeks with a hamstring injury. Actually was worse than first feared. So he will be out for quite a while. What does that mean for the Cowboys? It's not going to make them any better. That's for sure. The Cowboys are just bad this year. This is going to make them worse. Does it make them any better? No. Does it make them any worse? Probably not. I don't know. Like I said, the Cowboys, even with Dak Prescott in there, have not been great. Great. And then, of course, the other thing, I'll just address this real quickly. We saw earlier that Jason Kelce was forced to apologize there on Monday Night Football for his actions regarding the individual who called his brother a homophobic slur for dating Taylor Swift, in which then Jason smashed his phone and then said, "Who is the homophobic slur now?" And from what I've been able to tell and read on social media, from people, the general vibe I've been getting, if you can say that, and again, it's only a small snippet that you can get, is that most people, if not all people, including a lot of members of the LGBT community, have been highly supportive of Jason Kelce and his actions in the face of what this douchebag from Penn State did and was trying to do to Jason. And that's the other thing. I think people have gotten far too comfortable in their lives behind a keyboard saying whatever they want to say and not facing any sort of consequences. And if anything, I think Jason showed amazing restraint in not smashing that gentleman's teeth instead of his phone. So the sentiment I want to send, the official statement from Stay Tuned Sports, and this is the official statement, is that Jason Kelce had nothing to apologize for, and we support Jason Kelce here on Stay Tuned Sports. If somebody said that about my brother, you'd be picking up a lot more than a broken phone. So that's all I will say with that. As we got the Seminole, chief of the Seminole tribe there, banging on the Chiefs drum in Kansas City. Boy, that's going to cause problems. That's going to cause problems with some segments of society, usually in the suburbs, usually of a Caucasian race. They're going to be very upset by that. Pecan in the chat says, "King, may Bryce Young make all your dreams come true." Oh, happy day. Listen, if losing to Bryce Young is what it takes to fire your coach, here's the problem. I think even if the Giants lose every game from here on out, Mara still won't fire Brian Daboll till the end of the season. So it is what it is. Chiefs are going to get the ball first here as we have a dynamic kickoff, and we are underway here on Monday Night Football at Arrowhead. Taylor Swift is in attendance, so we will see how many times we get this beautiful young lady gracing our screens. We have the Taylor counter up. We have our flag counter up. We have everything ready to go. Yes, listen, the people are, you gotta be better. 1st and 10 is going to be a handoff here, and gain of about 5 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 5 coming up here for the Chiefs. Well, here's the thing. In what context was the reporter bringing it up? I don't think the reporter might have been being a troll. He was maybe saying, "Is this a reason why you're not playing well?" or something like that, and maybe that caused it. This guy with Jason was just being a dick. He was just being a troll for a troll's sake and saying real inappropriate shit. Kelce with the catch, and that's going to be. They're going to say he reestablished. He was across the 1st down line, but then he jumped back and tried to reestablish to move forward. Lost about half a yard. 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Chiefs. So, again, I'd have to hear that and see that interaction to really make a judgment on it. There, Josh the Great, when it comes to Embiid. Although Embiid has really pushed the limits of any and all good graces in Philadelphia. And he seems to not want to be there anymore. The people of Philadelphia don't want him there anymore. Handoff on 3rd and 1. Buccaneers might have stopped. It's close. They're going to say 1st down. They're marking them right at the 40-yard line. So it was a bit close, but they are saying 1st down for the Chiefs. Man, Buccaneers defense almost held them there to begin with. So Pecan, like I said earlier, there, I think you're happy. I think today is a happy day for you. Maybe the happiest day since your destruction of the Cowboys there in Week 2. Patrick Mahomes back, play action, throws down the field, caught Jason Kelce at the Buccaneers' 48.5-yard line. 1st down, Chiefs. So Kelce already with 2 catches on this drive. I was wondering if they were going to be focusing in on Kelce today. Hamster, what is up, brother? Good to see you here in the chat. here as we are watching along here on Monday Night Football with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. If you like what you're watching, please give us a like, give us a share, and give us a subscribe if you are not already. Helps us out tremendously. Pitch back to Hunt. Hunt's going to get about a yard on the carry. So that's going to be, about 2nd and 9 coming up here? I agree, John, and I think that's the problem here is that when it comes to with the Jason thing, with what ESPN made him do today, basically in a hostage situation, and I'll get to it right after this play. Mahomes does a little spin-a-Rooney, hands off here to Conrad Steele, I forget his name, porn star name. He has a pet alligator. He gets the carry, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 3. They're going to say 3 officially. When it comes to what ESPN did to Jason today and forcing him to do that, it takes the focus and says, "Oh, Jason was wrong in that situation. You can't behave like that in that situation." And he behaved very well in that situation and the proper way. Caught by Kelce again, 1st down. That's going to be a gain of about 8 to 10 yards. Very heavy Kelce presence here in the first, and ESPN is resisting with all of their might, pushing that Taylor Swift camera button. They are not putting her up there yet. He's had 3 receptions so far, and there she is. We got our first one. They could resist no longer. They tried so hard. They just couldn't hold out. 3 receptions, gotta show her. So 1st and 10 now from the 34-yard line, 33-yard line. Throw and cut! Xavier Worthy, they're going to say he caught it, but he's out of bounds before the end zone. I thought they might. I don't know. Let's take a look. Patrick Mahomes talking to the officials, talking to his guys here. Let's see. Catch. 1. Oh, he does just step out. Oh, my goodness. No, that might not be a catch. Ooh, that's on the edge. That might not be a catch. Hold on. Ooh, they got to rush. And they did the expedited review and say no good. I thought on the first look, it looked like the first foot might have been down and the second foot not. But on that second one, that first foot, the edge of the foot is down on the white. By the way, Arrowhead field crew, can we make that painted white line a little bit crisper, please? My God. Hamster in the chat says, I hope they both lose. I mean, I would expect nothing less from a Falcons fan. Not saying that, that what a Falcons fan is saying is bad. I'm saying that you shouldn't want the Bucs to win. And as a general, most people don't like the Chiefs because they're successful. So, I mean, it makes sense. It computes in my head. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Chiefs from the 33-yard line of the Buccaneers. It's going to be tossed out to the outside. Hopkins gets his first reception of the game. Good for about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards. 3rd and long coming up here for the Chiefs. But yeah, with the whole Jason Kelce thing is now the focus, because ESPN made him and forced him to do the apology, is basically saying Jason was wrong, and he wasn't. In fact, I think he showed incredible restraint in not breaking that motherfucker's teeth. So, 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Chiefs. They have to get to the 23-yard line. Mahomes back to throw. Has good protection. Pocket breaks down and then is sacked. Big boy Vita Vea breaks on through and he just kind of belly pushes Mahomes to the ground. Like, it was just... Vita said, didn't even a full tackle, just was like, get out of here. So 4th and 18 now for the Chiefs as they are set up for a punt from their own 41-yard line. Matariza back to punt. Trey Palmer back for the return. The kick is away. Fair catch called for Tampa Bay at the 5-yard line, and that is where they will take over on their first possession. So the Buccaneers defense holds the Chiefs, after what looked like was going to be a very good opening drive. Travis Kelce had 3 catches on that opening drive. It looked like Xavier Worthy might have had a touchdown, but his foot was just out of bounds. And the Chiefs were unable to get anything going on that last set of downs. And then finally capped off with a Villa sack. So they get a punt. But the Buccaneers are deep in their own end to start their first drive. Again, this is Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. Thank you so much for joining us here on this Monday night before the NFL trade deadline day. As I said, I don't think anything else is happening tomorrow, so we're going to be able to focus all day on the NFL trade deadline, seeing who's coming, who's going. That's always the best way to think about life, is just coming and going. We already had a couple trades. The Broncos traded their linebacker, Browning, over to the Cardinals. A couple other moves. We know Dak Prescott is actually going to be gout. Maybe he has gout. I don't know, but it's his hamstring that's actually the problem. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks. What does that do to the Cowboys right now? We don't know. Does that make them any better? I don't know. Does it make them any worse? I don't know if you can get any worse than what the Cowboys are doing right now. The New Orleans Saints, they have fired their head coach, Dennis Allen. He is on the unemployment line, but he does get paid very handsomely while sitting on the unemployment line. So good for him, and good for that contract. And good for Saints fans. Like I said, Pecan in the chat here, who also is our leader in the clubhouse when it comes to donations. And if you want to go ahead and get your name on a ticker, be the leader in the clubhouse, all you have to do is donate more than $15. How do I do that? How do I donate to this fine channel on YouTube and these fine gentlemen who run it? Well, it's very simple. All you have to do is go to our chat, which is open right here, waiting for you to come in and join us. Say hi, say hello, say how you doing. But if you want to come into the chat, in the top of the chat is already pinned the messages for our donation station. We have the link right there for you. You can just go ahead and click that. Also, believe it or not, we have a merch store. Yes, we do. We have a merch store. We can go ahead and buy merch for your team. Again, we don't have all teams yet. We are working on it. We are getting more and more in there each and every week. We just had the Rams put in there, sold. We have the Steelers in there from last week. We've got Broncos. No, we don't have Broncos. We are going to get Broncos, though, especially throwback Broncos. Definitely doing throwback Broncos. We do have Seahawks. We have Green Bay Packers. A lot of the 8-bit helmet stuff that we have, all that's in there. You can go and peruse it. If you have any ideas, suggestions, come in the chat and say what's up. Pass here on first down for Baker Mayfield to old Cock Naughton. And he's going to get about 9 yards on the reception. 2nd and 1 coming up here for the Buccaneers. Joe Johnson in the chat says, Chiefs and the over. Hey, listen, if you're a betting man, that might be the way to go tonight. We'll see. Like I said, it's going to be a tough road for the Buccaneers. But if the Buccaneers defense can play well throughout the game, you might want to look at that under. We'll see. We'll see. Again, that's why they call it gambling, baby. That's why they call it gambling. By the way, any gambling talk that we have here is for entertainment purposes only. So 2nd and 1. That's going to be passed out to the back, out of the backfield. That's going to be a first down for the Buccaneers. That's going to be Rasheed White with the catch and the first down for the Buccaneers. Joe Johnson in chat says, Taylor, who don't you dare disrespect that woman or her posterior that is staring you in the face right there. How dare you? 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Baker Mayfield hands off to White. Nope, that's not White. That is Bucky. I believe that is Bucky. And so it'll be 2nd and 8 as only 2 yards for Bucky Irving on the carry. Hamster says, because BetMGM was begging me to go ahead and take the over, so it'll probably go under. Here's the thing. If the house is begging you to bet one way, maybe either look to bet the other way or just don't bet for that game. So here we go. 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Buccaneers. Baker back to throw. Throws over the middle. Almost intercepted. Reed with the knockdown of the pass, almost picked it off, but instead falls incomplete. 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Buccaneers. As I have my nice glass of beautiful hard cider on this crisp, full Monday, November 4th. Thank you all for joining us here at Stay Tuned Sports. And if you like what you're watching, please give us a like. Share us around as well to people you know, people you don't know, friends, family, people you know, people you don't, people you like, people you hate, people, just people. Just send it out. More eyes, the better. So here we go, 3rd and 8. And that ball is tipped at the line, falls incomplete. 4th and 8 coming up for the Buccaneers. They're going to be forced to punt. And so both teams with a punt on their first drive. The Buccaneers did get some room, though, from where they originally started there on the 5-yard line. So, disappointing drive, but at least you get some field position change there, and you can, you're pushing the Chiefs back. So, depending on the punt here, you could be doing a lot better. So, as they get ready to kick, Trent Gill, the punter, McCole Hardman is back to return for the Chiefs, and the punt is away. Hardman catches it back at his 15, slips a little bit, brings it up to the 20, brings it out to the right, to the 20, to the 30, 35, 40, to the 45, and he is eventually pushed out around the 45-yard line, and Hardman is down on the sidelines. He appears to be injured. ELS in the chat. Hey, how you doing? Hey. Got to tell you, Travis Kelce had himself a big game so far here, ELS. I think that was one of the worries you had, was about Travis Kelce and tight end and how he was going to do tonight. He's already had 3 receptions tonight, so we'll see. It seems like they're focusing in on Travis. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how your fantasy team does tonight here, ELS. But certainly hope you do well. ELS, of course, hanging out in our chat as we have Hamster. We got Joe Johnson in there. We got Pecan. Josh the Great has bestowed us with his presence. Do you want to join us in the chat? I know you do. We got great people in there. Come on in. Chat's open. Say hi. Say hello. Say how you doing. Also, if you check the pinned messages on the top of the chat, we have our donation station and merch store links there. You want to go ahead and donate to us, you can absolutely do so. And we thank you and appreciate every single donation that we get. So, again, much love and thank you so very much for all that you do. Also, if you want to get your name on the ticker as being our top contributor, which you'll see coming up here very soon. Here we go. See, it's going to say donate to the show today. Visit buymeacoffee.com/stsports. Yep. And then top contributor, our boy Pecan, who's in the chat. Currently in the lead still with $15 donated. If you want to replace Pecan in the ticker and you want to be top dog, you want to be a leader in the clubhouse, you have to donate more than $15 and your name will go up there. But of course, like I said, we will shout out everybody who donates to us. No matter what your donation is, anything is appreciated and we love you for it. Thank you so much for supporting us here at Stay Tuned Sports. I got something stuck in my teeth and it's bothering the shit out of me. Anyway. What else is going on? Again, like I said, trade deadline tomorrow. Huge day tomorrow. And the thing I'm happy about when it comes to the trade deadline is that there's nothing else happening tomorrow. So we just get to focus solely on paying attention to the NFL trade deadline, who's going to go where, what new rosters look like, different things like that. It's going to be just a whole day of focusing on football and the minutia of football tomorrow, and I'm very excited about that. As we see McCole Hardman heading back to the locker room after being injured on that punt return. ELS saying that he has a 59.4-point lead currently in his fantasy team. Let's see if that can hold up through the night here, ELS. I certainly hope it does for you. And good luck to everybody else out there who has a fantasy team, or if your team has already won this week, good luck to you, or congratulations to you. And as we have D-Hop catches the ball there for a gain of about 7, I would say, on first down. 2nd and, I would say, 3 coming up here, or 2, depending on the spot. And indeed it is 2nd and 2. A lot of teams are hoping that their team makes a move on the trade deadline. You're ELS Big Packers fan here saying he wishes the Packers or hopes that the Packers make a move during the trade deadline. Nothing else happening, huh? Everyone be glued to what? I don't know what I don't know what you're talking about, hamster. What do you mean? There's nothing else happening tomorrow. There's nothing else that's going to distract anybody from the NFL trade deadline. And D-Hop over the middle down to the Buccaneers 30-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Chiefs as they are now getting deeper and deeper into Buccaneers territory. I don't know what you're talking about, hamster. I don't know. I've never. This is the first I'm hearing of this. What are you talking about? What election? What are you talking about? This is the first I've heard of anything about this. What election? The trade deadline is obviously more important. We're going to be talking about that. Let's be serious. First and 10. Patrick Mahomes going to hand off here to Hunt, and that's going to be a gain of about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up here for your Kansas City Chiefs. We got Red here in the chat saying that the Bucs will win. We got a big Bucs fan there, and so hey, they might. You never know. They might actually pull off the upset. It would be a hell of an upset to beat the undefeated, currently 7-0 Kansas City Chiefs. But we will see what happens here as we have 2nd and 7. Patrick Mahomes, pocket collapses. He's going to pull it down and run it himself. Slides at the 20. And that's going to be good enough for a first down. The Chiefs keep the chains moving. 1st and 10. From the 20, the Chiefs are now in the red zone. It's good to see Chiefs moving the ball here. If you're a Chiefs fan. Buccaneers, listen, Baker's got to get a little crisper with the passes, as we saw. The 2 passes he tried to throw in that drive didn't work out too well. Maybe this will work. Oh, Chiefs doing a little trickeration. Xavier Worthy is going to, gets a loss all the way back at the 32, 33 is where they're going to mark him. Oh, no. Chiefs try to get cute. Chiefs try to get a little, we're going to do our cute little plays that we do. And they're only giving them a 10-yard loss on that. I thought it was further back than that. But either way, still, 10-yard loss. Oh, man, you can't do that. And ELS, of course, with the obligatory, Harg the Buccaneers. In shotgun, Mahomes takes a snap back, looks, throws over the middle. It's going to be caught for a gain of 4 yards. D-Hop with the catch. 3rd and 16 coming up now for the Chiefs. Long way to make up, but the Chiefs can get chunk yardage. We've seen it. They can do it. This is not an impossible task when it comes to the chefs of Kansas City. So here we go. In shotgun. Mahomes takes a snap. Short throw here. And nowhere near. It's going to be 4th and 11 from the 21-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to go for the field goal here. Looks like that was Perrine with the carry. But here we go. Field goal attempt for Harrison Butker. Butker against the Bucs. Butker Bucks. Butker Buckers. Jackie Spar in the chat says, let's go Chiefs. And she might be good luck for them because they just kicked it. It is up and it is good. And the Chiefs now have themselves a 3-0 lead here with 2:16 remaining in the first quarter. 3-0. Kansas City over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here on Monday Night Football. Let's see. King, do we think the Cowboys are going to be in the Booty Cheeks 5 with the loss plus Dak being out for multiple weeks? I'll see. It could. They might be. Again, me and Jimbo, we're going to have our countdown tomorrow. Might be a little bit later. We're going to see. I know Jimbo has to take one of his doggos to the vet So it's either we will do the show together and it'll be a little bit later, or I'll just do the show by myself and we'll see. But I'll have his rankings as well. But we do the countdown here on Stay Tuned Sports every Tuesday. If you're new to the channel, if you're watching us here for the first time, Tuesdays is the countdown. It's mine and my partner Jimbo, who we do the show with here, is our NFL Power Ranking Countdown, where we do the top 12 teams who we think are the top 12 teams in the NFL. And then we also have the Booty Cheeks 5, which we think are the 5 worst teams in the NFL currently, as we see fit. Now, let me jump over real quick again. Let me show everybody how we kind of do this. And you're going to see, all right, there's the blank screens and everything like that. There's the Booty Cheeks 5. This is my Booty Cheeks 5 from last week. I had the Giants at 28, Jets at 29. They're going to be out of it since they won. Saints are going to be down. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't know if they're going to be 31 or 32. Titans won, so they're going to be up a little bit. I don't think they're going to be out. But looking at how I look at this, there's going to be at least one spot open, I think, with the Jets moving up. Who's going to fill that hole in the Booty Cheeks? I don't know. Who's going to fill that booty hole? We're going to find out tomorrow when we do the Booty Cheeks 5 here on Stay Tuned Sports. But we'll find out. We'll see. I don't know who I'm going to put in there right now. Cowboys are certainly up for discussion. Again, the Cowboys, but there's so many bad teams in the NFL, and I think we've discussed this a couple times here on the channel, both on the main podcast, on Friday Forecast, on Countdown, and even on the live streams. There's a lot. I think somebody pointed out today, there's a full 2 divisions of 2-win teams. I'm surprised by that, of just how many very bad. What that tells me maybe is that we might have a team that is currently 2-6 or 2-7 that might make the playoffs, just for the simple fact of how many just 2-win teams there are already. So, kind of crazy. Pecan, our resident Saints fan in the chat, says, flip the Saints with the Panthers. I don't know. They might, or again, the Panthers are still bad. And again, they won by 1 point, so it's not like it was, a big difference. And again, maybe firing Dennis Allen knocks you up a couple ticks, and the band's like, they did lose, but they did fire their coach, so maybe it goes up a little bit. I don't know. Yes, and I got to wake up early to watch it. 9:30 a.m. right here on Stay Tuned Sports. We'll be watching the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers live from München, the Deutschland, as we will see the last European international game of the year, the Giants and the Panthers from Munich, Germany, next Sunday, or this Sunday basically, at 9:30 a.m. right here on Stay Tuned Sports. Handoff here to Bucky Irving, gets no gain on first down. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Buccaneers. Hamster says, watch all the 2-win teams dominate the second half of the season. And just everybody is mediocre. Everybody's 500. Just all the 2-win teams, they start winning. All the teams that are like 7 or 6 wins here, they all start losing. And at the end of the season, it's just one big soup of mediocrity. The NFL, baby, where parity lives. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Buccaneers ranking 6th in the NFL with rush yards per attempt with 5.1. Again, it's going to be handoff to Bucky Irving. And again, it's only going to be a gain about 3 yards. Actually, they're going to give him 4 yards on the carry from the official there on the side. I believe that's why they call him a side judge. They have a side judge and a line judge. So there we go. 3rd and 6 coming up. 1:11, 10, 9 here in the first quarter as the clock is ticking away. If you're syncing along with us, and if you are, thank you so very much for watching along with us. Baker Mayfield pointing out protections to his offensive line. He's in shotgun, takes the snap back. He's looking to throw. Has time in the pocket. Time breaks down, though. And he is sacked back at the 31-yard line. We do have a flag, our first flag of the game. So it goes up on the counter. Anybody else who's new here as well, just a quick lesson when it comes to the flag counter. I count all flags, whether they're picked up, whether they're declined, whether they're mistakenly thrown, doesn't matter. Once you throw the flag, it gets on the counter. So just if you case you get a little confused and think there's more flags than there should be on the counter. The penalty is going to be holding, defensive holding against the Chiefs. That's going to be 5 yards and an automatic first down. So the Buccaneers get a fresh set of downs here thanks to a defensive penalty here from the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm trying to see where's the... I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know. That's a bit of a bad call. Where's everybody with the whole, oh, the Chiefs get all the calls. I don't know about that one, Chief. We got a run on first down for about 3 yards here for the Buccaneers. And that's going to leave 2nd and 7. But that's also going to end the first quarter. And with that, Monday Night Football is moving on to the second quarter here. As the Tampa Bay Buccaneers still have the ball. 2nd and 7 coming up for the first play in the second quarter. As the Chiefs maintain a 3-0 lead over Tampa Bay. Again, my name is King. You are watching Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you so much for joining us here on this Monday night as we are enjoying this game. Listen, this game's already better. Me and language are working very well tonight. This game's already doing a lot better than last night's game was, which was atrocious to watch. Like, it was even worse than the Texans-Jets game on Thursday. Because, at least that game got a little bit better in the third and fourth quarter. Boy, that Colts-Vikings game was abysmal to watch. And for everybody that was in the chat here, watching it along with me, thank you so much for hanging around and watching it with me. Hamster, I know you were in here. Big ups to you for suffering through that with me. Because, again, like you said, you weren't even watching it at that point. You were just kind of having me on as background noise, which is fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. Because, man, that game was something else to witness. It was a slog. It was an absolute slog to get through. But this game, even though it's only 3-0, was already a lot better than that one. That is for sure. And again, Thursday nights was bad too. So as the primetime games have gone this week, they've been 0 for 2. Let's see if tonight gets a little bit better. It's been a little bit better already. I think so. And plus, we also get to occasionally look at the beautiful, the lovely, the talented Taylor Swift every now and then. Again, and that does not hurt. I know some people don't like her. Some people get her off my screen. I am an individual who appreciates the finer things in life. And so getting to check out Taylor Swift, who looks like that, by the way. That's what she looks like. I appreciate that. One must stop and appreciate the finer things in life, everybody. That's what you should do. Stop. Don't be so reactionary. I know everybody likes to be reactionary now, especially with the NFL trade deadline coming up tomorrow, which I know is the only thing that's happening tomorrow. So I know people like to get very reactionary. They get very emotional when it comes to the NFL trade deadline coming up. But maintain your emotions. Take a breath. And then realize you can enjoy the finer things in life. And it's fine to do so. God, I'm stupid. I love it. I love being as dumb as I am. So here we go. 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Buccaneers. Hamster, don't be stupid. I love you, brother. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. You're a good man. I like you, and you're funny. Don't be dumb. 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Buccaneers. Mayfield begging for the snap. Does not get it off. We have a flag thrown. And it is indeed a delay of game. Didn't get a timeout. Didn't do anything like that. So there we go. We got 2 flags. We got a penalty. So now it is 2nd and 12. I like a tall woman. How do you not like a tall woman? Look at her legs. Like, my God, come on. Like, to sit there and say, like, oh, to look at Taylor Swift and say, oh, she might have been a dude. Like, first of all, we've seen her since she was, what, like 15, 16 years old when she first broke out, so relax. I think we're pretty sure she wasn't a dude. Everybody likes making dumbass shit up, but anyway, big pass here from the Buccaneers. They're going to be a yard short of the first down. Big play on 2nd and 12. With a gain of 11 yards, 1 yard short, 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Buccaneers. Hamster, what did I say? What did I say about the reactionary and the divisive language? Stop it. None of that. None of that today. We can do that all tomorrow during the trade deadline. Which is the only thing happening tomorrow. So we got a quick handoff here. Big run down the sideline for the Buccaneers. And that's going to be a first down deep into Chief territory. Old Sterling Shepard there gets hit into the to the massager's bench there. Deshaun Watson not included. ELS with the flag on Hamster. That's a 5-yard penalty. Remains first down. Speaking of first down, it's going to be a pass here to Bucky Irving out of the backfield from Baker Mayfield. Bucky's going to get it up to the 28-yard line where he is finally tackled. 2nd down coming up here for the Bucs as they are driving here. They are in field goal range. You got to be careful, Hamster. You got to be careful. You're gonna get that 15 unsportsmanlike here. Don't argue with ELS the ref in there. 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Buccaneers. They have to get to the 18-yard line. I'm sorry, to the 23-yard line for that, and they do. It's a first down. Even if I didn't know which yard line to say because I'm dumb. They did make it first down and 10 for the Buccaneers as they are tantalizingly close to the red zone. A 100-yard penalty. What is this? Did somebody sack Tom Brady? Oh, there's a joke from about 10 years ago. Guys, you got to love the chat. Come on in. Chat's open. Come in and say hi, say hello, say how you doing if you're watching us here. As we have 1st and 10. Throw to Cock Naughton. And he's going to get it down to the 19 gain of about 2.5, maybe 3, depending on the spot here from the officials. 2nd, and they only give him 2. 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Buccaneers. Dude, Hamster, I got to tell you, you and the Brian Daboll taunting yesterday. Just when I was starting to come down, the blood pressure starts to come down, you got to go ahead and you got to bring up that fat Ozempic sucking fat bald bastard. See, you're doing it again. You're doing it again. You're bringing up Brian Daboll and you're doing it again. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Bucky Irving out of the backfield, but he's going to lose a yard on the catch. 3rd and 9 coming up here for the Buccaneers. Hamster, don't. I will have ELS put you in timeout. I will do it. Don't make me do it. But here we go. 3rd and 9. Chiefs defense looking to stop the Buccaneers here. Hold them to only 3 points. The Bucs at the 20-yard line. They have to get to the 11 for the first down. Mayfield back, looks, throws. That's going to be caught. And it's going to be 1st and goal. Sterling Shepard with the reception. Buccaneers, goal-to-goal situation here. Almost had it knocked down at the line again. But Baker was able to get it through to Sterling Shepard. And the Buccaneers knocking on the door of 6 points. They are on the 7-yard line. Baker under center. Bucky in the backfield. takes the snap, tosses it back. I'm sorry, Rashid White in the backfield. He's going to cut upfield, and that's a touchdown! Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the first touchdown of the game belongs to Tampa Bay as they take a 6-3 lead here. And with an extra point, it will be 7. Hamster in the chat saying Vegas going to get their money tonight. I was going to say we're starting off very interesting here. Fire the cannons. Snap, hold, kick, up. And that's going to be good. And ladies and gentlemen, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the lead at Arrowhead, 7-3. And I'm not going to say I'm surprised yet because I said I think the Bucs can play. I think they're going to be they're a hard out even without Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. I just didn't know how they were going to be able to do over the course of a game. Now we'll see. This is a very good start for the Buccaneers. You couldn't ask for a better way to start this game. The Chiefs have had the ball a couple times. You've made them punt. You held them to a field goal. You did well. You've had to have a punt, and now here on your second drive, you're able to drive down the field and get a touchdown out of it. Can you maintain that? Can your defense maintain it? Can your offense keep going like that? We're going to see. We're going to see. But if I'm the Buccaneers, this is a very, very, very good start. What is it all of a sudden with these? I've never seen political commercials before, and all of a sudden I'm seeing it. Like, what is this? Is there something happening tomorrow outside of the trade deadline? I don't think anything else is happening tomorrow outside of the trade deadline, guys. So we could just focus on the NFL trade deadline. I think that's fine. That's all we have to worry about here, over here now. So. Checking on Twitter. See if we got any news happening, any more goings on. I always like checking in. You always want to make sure you got the latest information, especially when it comes to sports, especially with the trade deadline coming up tomorrow. Lots and lots and stuff happening. And again, I already did mention the Jason Kelce stuff from earlier, and again how there's not a single person that I think I've seen that has faulted Jason for his actions and the way he took it. For somebody who just feels like that they can talk shit without any consequences, I think the internet and the keyboards have made people far too comfortable in talking shit and saying things vastly inappropriate that back in the day would get you punched in the mouth, losing teeth, and face the repercussions and consequences for the words that you spoke. It's good to see maybe a little bit of that was back. And again, I think Jason showed amazing restraint in not introducing that man's face to the pavement. Again, big shout out to Jason. We do support you here at Stay Tuned Sports. And the fact that ESPN forced you to have an apology when none was needed is a typical ESPN bullshittery. But Pecan in the chat says the Bucs will look bad 1 week and beat the best team the following week. Didn't they beat the Lions? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They beat the Lions. What was that, week 2 or week 3? They went to Detroit and beat the Lions. So again, this would be something if the two nominal best teams in each conference, the Lions and the Chiefs, both get beat at home by the Buccaneers, who are outside of you want to talk about a massively inconsistent team. Like I brought up the Falcons, and I bring up some other teams about being inconsistent. The Ravens inconsistent. Man, the Buccaneers they're not inconsistent. They're schizophrenic. So here we go. 1st and 10. Mahomes back, looking to throw. He's got time. Packet. The pocket starting to collapse. Dumps it off here to Kelce. But that's going to be a 2-yard loss as he was just trying to get rid of the ball there. 2nd down coming up here for the Chiefs. Kelce's got a bunch of balls tonight. That's the first one I've seen that's for a loss. So here we go. 2nd and 11. Mahomes back to throw. In shotgun. Throws. Quick out. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be a first down. Justin Watson with the reception. Patrick Mahomes, 10 of 11 for 70 yards already in the game tonight. 9:17, 9:16, 9:15 remaining here in the second quarter. Clock is ticking. Hand off here to Hunt, and he's going to get about 3 yards on the carry if the spot from the official is to be believed. So, 2nd and 7. Again, my name is King. This is Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you so much for watching us. If this is your first time watching us, please give us a like, give us a share, and by all means, if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Helps us out tremendously. Also, if you want to be a little bit more helpful and donate directly, we have a link for our donation station in the top of the chat, which is open. Come in, say hi, say hello, say how you doing. 2nd and 7, Mahomes back, looking to throw. Pocket is collapsing. He pulls the ball down again because he is being pulled down to the ground. That's another sack from the Buccaneers front, and there's a Buccaneer player down. Oh, no. That's not good. That seems to be Yaya Diaby, who is down for the Buccaneers. He was rushing. He kind of got pancaked on his way down and is still now down on the ground. ESPN is going to take a break here. I'm not sure. Hopefully, it's just a, knock the wind out of him situation. We got Jack Bauer, Bucs in Boston in the chat saying, I hate chat sports. Okay. It says, I'm Michael Riley. I'm Kansas City Chiefs fan from Launceston, Tasmania. Launceston? I don't know how to say that. Let me see. Launceston. You kind of almost sound Australian when you say it. I have no idea if I'm saying it right. But you Aussies and Brit adjacent people say shit weird anyway, so I'm not sure. I'm not being that insulting. Thank you very much for being here, Jack. We do appreciate you watching for us. Thank you. I just don't know. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb American. Oh, you get tropes. I'm a dumb American. Fine, I'm a dumb American. I don't know how to pronounce place names. I do know how to say Tasmania, though. You way down there, man. You are down on the bottom of the world there. Any further south, you're in the South Pole. So, thank you so much for watching us down there. Again, we've got people from all over the world. We have Chief Asset, who's also a Chiefs fan. He's in is it Thailand? I think it's Thailand. So he got Thailand. We have a Tasmanian in here now, which is amazing. Again, Jack Bauer, thank you so very much. Good old Jack Bauer, 24. Your wife Emma, she's a big Newcastle upon Tyne. Up there, the Magpies. I'm a Tottenham fan myself. Come on, you Spurs. I know I'm a Giants fan and I'm a Tottenham fan. So I am a absolute sports masochist. I apparently just love the pain of sports. Being a Tottenham fan as well. 3rd and 10 coming up here for Patrick Mahomes from their own 41-yard line. Mahomes back, looks, throws over the middle, wide open. And that's going to be another first down as now the Chiefs are into Buccaneers territory. Again, Justin Watson with the catch. Something tells me, I don't know, Jack. I don't know. You're weird. Your speech pattern is interesting. Very interesting speech pattern. First and 10 coming up here. Patrick Mahomes from the 40-yard line of the Buccaneers. Back, looks, throws as pressure comes down to him. Gets it off to Kelce. Kelce's going to get about 2, maybe 3 yards on the catch. It's going to be 2nd and 8 or 7, depending on the spot from the officials. .708 remaining here in the second quarter. Travis Kelce, 5 receptions for 26 yards so far here in the first half. Xavier Worthy in motion. It is him who gets the ball in the backfield, but he gets back to the line of scrimmage and no further. Third down coming up here for the Chiefs. Don't we all, Jack? Don't we all? Don't we all, Jack? Don't we all? Oh. So 3rd and 8. Chiefs looking to convert yet on another third down. Kelce in motion to Mahomes' right. Trips right now with the motion. Mahomes back, looking to throw. Pocket collapses. He gets the ball away again. No deep ball. Is that caught? Holy shit. What a catch by DeAndre Hopkins. Between 3 Buccaneers defenders. Comes down with it. 1st and goal for the Chiefs. Unbelievable. And that's why you trade for DeAndre Hopkins. Unbelievable catch. So 1st and goal, still keeping the legs moving is Hunt, and he's going to get down close to the 1. Jack, that stuff is all lovely and great, but nobody wants to hear that. So let's hear it. Let's get back to the game here. 2nd and goal. Going to be stopped short. 3rd and goal coming up here for the Chiefs. Again, 3rd down seems to be the down where they do stuff. So let's see. Yeah, ELS, however you feel like you want to do something there, if you want to put them in timeout or do anything like that, you're free to go ahead and do so. I leave that discretion up to you. Here we go. 3rd and goal from the 1.5 yard line. Mahomes in shotgun. Empty backfield. Looks. Throws over the middle. Thrown. Caught. DeAndre Hopkins, touchdown, Kansas City. And they're getting ready to go ahead and retake the lead here, as it is now 9-7 Chiefs and the extra point. We'll make it 10. Snap, hold, kick, up. Butker gets it through, and indeed it is 10-7. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead here. In the second quarter, 4:05 remaining. Can the Bucs get a drive here down the field to either tie or take the lead again before halftime? We will see. Hampstead in the chat saying, I need the Chiefs to win, so I don't know why I'm kind of pulling for the upset. It's weird when you do that. That's why it's to me, betting is weird. Because, like, if I bet something or if I have a fantasy team or do something like that, and it's like, sometimes I'll find myself rooting basically against myself, and it becomes a bit of a pull. Uh, Pecan in the chat saying, "Don Chiefs doing what they do." And listen, again, they haven't played terribly well. They played okay. It's been a good football game. It's been a good football game. But man, that catch by DeAndre Hopkins was unbelievable. What a hell of a catch on a weekend that's had some great catches. Started out with Garrett Wilson on Thursday with the Jets with that incredible catch. We've had several more now here in on Sunday. We had Saquon Barkley doing the Birtle, the backwards hurdle there, the butt hurdle. We've had that, and now you had DeAndre Hopkins catching a ball between 3 Buccaneers defenders and coming down with it. Just good stuff. Good stuff. Gotta love it. Gotta love it here. Again, my name is King. This is Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you so much for watching us here. If you like what you're watching, please give us a like. Share us around, please. People you know, people you don't know, people you love, people you hate, family, friends, doesn't matter, please. The more eyeballs we get on us, the better. Thank you so very much. Also, if you are watching us and are not subscribed as of yet, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously. Thank you so very much. If you want to help us out a little bit more directly, we have our donation station link in the top of the chat, along with our merch store as well. New merch coming in all the time. If you have any suggestions about merch, the reason that I was doing merch, getting stuff ready to go out, and I got a notification that somebody was like, "Hey, I want a Rams 8-bit shirt, and there's not a Rams 8-bit helmet shirt in there. Why isn't that?" So guess what got bumped to the top of the line? Because I knew it was, first of all, I knew it was going to be a sale. So it's like, you got it. Put the Rams 8-bit one out there. So if you have an idea, if you have a thought, if you have anything that you would like to either see on a piece of merchandise, hoodie, shirt, things like that, suggest it in the chat, which is open, by the way. If you're watching along and not in the chat yet, what are you doing? Come on into the chat. Say hi, say hello, say how you doing. We miss you here. Hamster in the chat says, "I don't have any money on this one, but yeah, I stopped after that because I'm used to just saying that. I don't have any money. Full stop. That's how my life is. I don't have any money. Like I said, I think I showed it on here a couple weeks ago. I have $7 in my bank account. That's what I got. I'm poor as shit. I don't have any money on this one, but yeah, I bet against my teams all the time, and they get mad if they. Yeah, that's what they always say. Never bet with your heart. So I usually don't bet if it's a Giants game, I don't bet on it. If it's a Devils game, I don't bet on it. If it's a team that I personally root for, I will not bet for them. I don't bet against them, certainly, but I certainly don't bet for them either, because then it becomes too much. I like to bet on the games that I have zero rooting interest in, and then the bet is my rooting interest. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers from the 20-yard line. It's going to be a handoff here to Bucky Irving, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Yes, and that is something I will definitely be working on. Again, I'm going to be doing that because I want to do that throwback and the current one as well. I want to do the Denver Broncos current and throwback as well. So those are two that are definitely going to be done ELS. So there definitely will be a Bucco Bruce 8-bit helmet in the store relatively soon. Maybe even this week. Maybe tomorrow, because nothing else is happening tomorrow. So maybe I'll get everything done and put it up into the store tomorrow. 2nd and 7 coming up here. Baker Mayfield, pocket collapses, immediately sacked back at the 20-yard line. 3rd down and 10 coming up here for the Buccaneers. Because I would buy a Dayglow orange Buccaneer myself if I had the money. Here's the thing. I'm making the merchandise and I can't buy my own merchandise. But if I had the money to buy my own merchandise, I would certainly buy a orange Dayglow 8-bit Tampa Bay Buccaneers Bucco Bruce helmet, shirt, hoodie. Absolutely. So here we go. 3rd and 10. Baker Mayfield throws it to Rashid White out of the backfield. He's only going to get about 6 yards. So 4th and 4 coming up. Buccaneers are going to have to punt here with 2:27, 26, 25 remaining here in the second quarter. 4th and 5 is the official mark, but it doesn't really matter because the Chiefs are going to get the ball back here. And we're going to hit the 2-minute warning before we even get there. So, still going to be 4th and 5 when we come back from the 2-minute warning. The Kansas City Chiefs with a 10-7 lead currently on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Here, and you're watching along with us right here on Stay Tuned Sports on our Monday night watch along. Thank you so much. There's another Taylor sighting. There's another Taylor. Taylor goes up to 2. Here we go. That's incredible. We have as many flags as we've had Taylor sightings. That's again the bet. The last time Taylor made a very big comeback, couldn't overcome the flag count, but she was close. She was close. She made a late comeback in the last Chiefs game that we had here. Right now, dead even. So interesting to see how the flag versus Taylor race is going to go and end up here. Hamster sharing some more stories in here. One time I missed a 12-leg hockey parlay by 1 game. And it was a loss in overtime. Oh, my God. I only had 50 cents on it to win like $500. And the first game lost, so I couldn't even cash out. Oh, my God. That's the worst, too. Like, at that point, I wouldn't even look at the old bets. Like, oh, first one lost? Okay, fine. Done. All right, fine. I'm not even going to look at it. But when you see it, and then it's like, oh, the first one lost? And you have only one loss when it comes down to all of them. Oh, it sucks. And I saw some of that yesterday. That was the big thing yesterday was with Tua and people who picked the over on his passing yards. And he was well over his passing yards. And then on the final play of the game, they decide, because they're trying to win the game, so they do that kind of hitchy woo-woo kind of shit. You know, the hook and lateral shit. And Jalen Waddle runs back 25 yards and gets tackled. And so the passing yardage goes from well above the over-under to below it. And then everybody lost the bet. People were pissed. You want to talk about that, thinking you got it in the bag, and then it's just, boop, gone. That is a bad beat, beyond a bad beat. So we have, again, D-Hop there. Again, I'm looking on Twitter X. Everybody is talking about here D-Hop. And first of all, that catch. Holy shit. And then his first touchdown there as a Kansas City chef. Oh, Jimbo might cover that. Jimbo might do a live stream for that particular fight, as John Bone Jones and Miocic will be having a heavyweight fight coming up here in UFC, apparently, if Pecan is to be believed. So Jimbo will definitely be covering that. I have no doubt about that. So the punt is away, and it's going to take a Buccaneers bounce all the way down to the 17-yard line. And that is where the Chiefs will take over with 1:47 remaining. Again, Chiefs up 10-7 here on the Buccaneers. We have only 2 flags so far in this game, so I don't want to jinx it, but we have 2. And we only have 2 Taylor sightings. So the fact that the Taylor sightings and the flag counter is the same is still pretty incredible here to me to think about. Hamster, I used to be good at hockey betting, but I just haven't followed it close. That's when you don't follow it, and that's it. You're not as in tune to it. But here's the thing. I feel like I watch football all the time. I'm plugged into the news. I follow all the accounts on Twitter, and I try to be as up to date with everything when it comes to football. So I think I'm fairly in tune with football, and my picks are still the worst. Like I said, here on first down, it's going to be just a toss here from Patrick Mahomes, and it's going to be a first down. Perrine there with the catch, 11-yard gain. Mahomes throws to his left. That's going to be incomplete. Xavier Worthy was the intended receiver. Incomplete, out of bounds. In the friends and family group chat football picks that I have going, I am currently below my nephew's girlfriend, who's 16 years old and knows nothing about football. my picks are worse than hers. So I don't know. I don't know. At this point, I'm just going to start picking on mascots like she does. And maybe it'll work. I don't know. So here we go. 2nd and 10. Patrick Mahomes back. He's looking to throw. He's looking to throw. He's looking to throw. Pocket collapsing. He just throws out. He was still in the pocket. There's nobody around there, was there? I think that's close to being. That would be close to grounding to me. I think he's in the tackle box, still in the tackle box, still in the tackle box, still in the he's still in the tackle box. No flag though. So 3rd down and 10 coming up here for the Chiefs. 1:18 remaining. Mahomes takes the snap back, looking to throw. He does over the middle, wide open. Jason Kelce. Down to the 49. 1st down. Kansas City. And Kansas City with that is going to go ahead and take a timeout. Their first timeout of the half. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Station Sports. My name is King. Chat is open. Come on into the chat. Say hi, say hello, say how you doing. We're talking about a whole bunch of stuff here. The latest thing that's been just brought up by Pecan is that Jones and Miocic are going to be fighting in the UFC heavyweight bout coming up here. And I certainly know that Jimbo, the other half here of Stay Tuned Sports, is definitely going to be interested in that, and probably will live stream a play-by-play and reaction for that when that comes out, as Jimbo is, of course, our resident MMA guy. He's big MMA expert here. So he loves the MMA, so that's going to be something that comes up here. So let's see. I'm actually going to look that up and see what. That is, what is that, 2 Saturdays from now? So, yeah, not this Saturday, which is the 9th, but next Saturday. Event starts at 10 p.m., so that means it's not going to go off until like 1 o'clock. So, yeah, it's going to be a late night, but I don't know. I'm not a huge UFC guy. I'm not a huge UFC follower or watcher. Just not my thing. Not, I don't know, just like boxing and at MMA, like all that kind of stuff just never tickled my fancy, never caught my interest. Don't know why. Just one of those things. I mean, every now and then, like, listen, if you're just, if somebody's having like a UFC party, which Jimbo used to have all the time, so, me and my various girlfriends at the time would go over and, you'd have a couple drinks, you'd watch a couple people beat the shit out of each other, and it was fun. But it's just not something I ever dove deep into and was like, I got to cover this. And, I'm so deep in this. So I know everybody's records and how they train and where they're training. And, I know their body fat count and all the other shit. Like, it's just not my thing. So, here we go. From the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Mahomes back. Looking to throw. Deep ball. Oh, just over. Throws. And it's going to fall incomplete. Justin Watson, again, the intended receiver. White boy was moving, but couldn't quite catch up to the pass from Mahomes, a little overthrown. So 2nd and 10 now, coming up here for the Chefs. Kelce in motion, moves out to the left. Snap. Mahomes looks, throws. It is to Kelce. Kelce's going to get it down. But fumble! He tried to reach out to see if he'd go further. It looks like they're calling it a fumble. And they are saying Buccaneers ball. Oh, no. Kelce with a massive mistake as he's trying to reach out to get the ball a little further. It's a rookie mistake. You know you can't do that. But reaches it out. No, it didn't even reach it out. It just knocked out. I thought maybe he had reached out to do it. That's not what happened. He took a shoulder pad to it, came out, and it was out. There's no question. That is indeed a clean fumble. Certainly something that I know he hopes he doesn't do with Taylor Swift. You never want to fumble that bag, for sure. Hamster in the chat says, I'm the same way about boxing and fighting sports. My buddies will always ask me to watch UFC with them, and I'm like, oh, but yeah, I'm just not that much into the combat sports. I'm not. Now, theatrical fighting sports, like pro wrestling, I will watch all the time. I love that shit. I'm weird about that. So here we go. 55 seconds left. Baker Mayfield back in shotgun. Takes a snap. Throws to Cotton. That's only going to be a gain of a couple yards there, but it stops the clock as he's out of bounds. 49 seconds left remaining here in the second quarter. So Kelce loses a couple of points there in ELS's fantasy league. That's going to help him. And hopefully securing the win this week for his fantasy team. And if they do win, they will be in a playoff spot in his fantasy league. How's your fantasy team do this week? If you're watching along here, if you're not in the chat, come on in. Tell us how your fantasy team did. Tell us how your football team did on this football weekend, unless they had a bye, in which case you can come in and talk to us anyway. I don't care. Honestly, talk about anything. We're talking here about MMA. We're talking about everything. This is what we do here. We're talking about everything except for, I don't know. Somebody said there's something else happening tomorrow other than the trade deadline. I've never heard of it, so we're not talking about that, but we're talking about everything else. Pass off to the sideline and incomplete. Sterling Shepard, the intended receiver, but just too far out of bounds. So 3rd and 6 now coming up here for the Buccaneers. Oh, sorry, Buccaneers. One. Oh, hard to tell because the official's in the goddamn way. So 3rd and 6. Buccaneers. The Buccaneers wide receivers have more rushing yards than receiving yards. So, go fig. Baker Mayfield is going to pull it down and run it himself, and he's going to get a first down and more. Gets down to the 41-yard line of the Chiefs, but there's a flag down. And it's going to be holding on the Buccaneers. So it's going to be 3rd and 16 now. And I hit the wrong thing. There we go. And the flag counter now is ahead of the Taylor counter. Well, Hamster, you strike me as somebody from down south in Georgia, around the Atlanta area, or thereabouts. So being a Southern boy, I can see and 1,000% understand why you would be a WCW guy over the Northeast and New York-based WWF, WWE company style. I get it. Like that's not anything here. Again, me being from New Jersey, I was always a WWF guy. Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, King Kong Bundy. 3rd and 14 is actually the call. Baker's going to pull it down and run it again. He's going to get out of bounds short. It's going to be 4th and 4. 32 seconds left. Clock is stopped. Do the Buccaneers try to go for it? At the 50? I don't know. You're giving the Chiefs 32 seconds. Interesting decision coming up here for the Buccaneers. Which way do you want to go with this? But it looks like they are going to punt it. The Buccaneers will get the ball first in the second half, and maybe that's their thought process. Don't risk it now. The Chiefs going for an all-out block, and it does not work. And that's going to be fair caught at about the 18-yard line, and that is where the Chiefs will take over with a little under 30 seconds remaining. Will the Chiefs try to do anything? A couple big passes from Mahomes, perhaps? Maybe. I'll say this. I love the new Clippers logo when it comes to the NBA. I'm not a huge NBA watcher either. But, man, finally, Clippers. You got yourself a proper logo. It looks good. Congratulations. Trips to the left for Mahomes. They're going to try something here. Snaps. He's looking. Does not find anybody downfield. He throws it to Perrine. And he's going to be out of bounds with 16 seconds left at the 20-yard line. So, 2nd and 7. 16 seconds. Do the Chiefs try to do anything big here? They have some timeouts. And it's going to be handoff again to Perrine. He gets it up to the 30-yard line, and the Chiefs take a timeout. That's going to be their second of the half. Sting. Here's the thing. I never bought into Sting, even as a young kid. Like Surfer Sting, I was not a huge Surfer Sting guy. Clearly, like during the Monday Night Wars, and then when he went Crow Sting. But then again, man, that was the best part of kind of being a teenager in those days, was flipping back and forth between TNT and USA and seeing Monday Night Raw and Monday Nitro and Monday Night Raw and Monday Nitro and going back and forth. And I used to watch. I loved both of them at the same time. I was one of those guys. I loved both of them. And then ECW came along, and that was what ECW is what really brought me back into wrestling from my childhood, early 90s time. Because I had grown out of it, and I thought, oh, Mahomes is going to be sacked back at the 20-yard line, and that's going to kill the half. And that does it. End of the half. And the Chiefs will go into halftime with just a scant 3-point lead, 10-7, over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers will receive the second half kickoff as we get ready here on Stay Tuned Sports to just tell you hi. How you doing? My name is King, and thank you for joining us here. If you like what you're watching, please go ahead and hit that like button. It helps us out tremendously, again, with the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm is very touchy. It's very fickle, kind of. She's a fickle temptress, she is. And so you got to have to, the more likes, obviously, just help us out tremendously. Hit that share button. Why? Because the more eyeballs on us, the better. So share us across your social media platforms the same way we do with ours. And again, people you know, people you don't know, friends, family, people you like, people you hate, no matter who, eyeballs is eyeballs, as they say. So if you hit that share button, that helps us out tremendously. And of course, if you're watching along with us and have not subscribed yet, please, I beg of you, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously. I cannot tell you the amount of support and how much we appreciate the support that we get from you guys for going ahead and doing that for us. So again, thank you for all that you do and all the support that you give us. And if you want to help us out and support us a little bit more directly, you can do so over in our chat. And how can you do that? By just going into a chat. It's so easy, folks. I'm not even going to lie to you. Our chat room is open, by the way, so if you want to come into the live chat, come in, say hi, say hello, say how you doing. And again, we can talk and we can bullshit about anything you want to. That's what we do here. We're friends. We're a community here. But also, in the chat, pinned at the top, we have a link for our donation station and our merch store. Donation station, what is that, you may ask? Well, that is if you want to go ahead and directly support us through donations to help us out and help us get better equipment. Like I said, this microphone is 8 years old that I got for $35. It's a Fifine. It's worked its purpose, but boy, do we need better stuff. And we do need better stuff here. And I'm not going to lie. Like, I like that I'm able to actually do this for once, but I would like to do things a little bit more professionally and a little bit better and to improve the content for you guys. At the end of the day, everything that we do here to improve the channel and improve the show is going to improve the content that you guys get. So that's another reason why donations help out tremendously. It's another reason why subscribers and hitting that subscribe button helps tremendously, because that gets us closer ultimately to being monetized by YouTube. And if that happens, then sky's the limit. We can hopefully, with your help, get better. And that's the ultimate goal. So if you want to do all that, again, come to the chat. The links are pinned to the top. They're also in the description underneath this video if you want to do that and just don't want to join us in chat. And if you don't, that's fine too. I get it. Sometimes, you just don't want to talk to a bunch of people. But again, I think you'd have fun in the chat with us. So again, chat's open. Come on in, say hi, say hello, say how you're doing here at this halftime. As the Chiefs again have a 10-7 lead on the Buccaneers. Trade deadlines coming up in the NFL tomorrow. There are rumors, there are innuendos about things that might be in the works or might not be. Who's selling? Who's not selling? Let's see. Looking on the Twitter X, seeing if there's any latest news, anything like that happening. Not finding anything, but apparently Malik Neighbors has said you got to get the right guys on the team to win. And I'll tell you what, Malik, you're absolutely right. And step one would be firing Brian Daboll. Get rid of him. Just fire him. That's step one. Joe Shane, red. Daboll, red. Everybody on the Giants except for Malik Neighbors and Dexter Lawrence, red. Brian Burns. We can keep Brian Burns too. I'll keep Brian Burns. Get rid of everybody else. Start over like an expansion franchise. That's what the Giants have to do. That's 1,000% what the Giants have to do. What's this? What is ABC talking about? What is this nonsense? Erection night? Man, I'll tell you what. They're getting real dirty on broadcast television talking about erections like that. That's terrible. That's unbelievable. Damn it, I was going to look up something and now I forgot what it was. Oh, damn it. What was I going to look up? Sorry for being quiet, folks. I know it's halftime. I'm trying to find stuff to talk about here as we're looking around. Just something to see. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, I forgot. I did want to see the AP Top 25. Of course, I did not see. How far did Penn State fall? They had to have fallen pretty far, right? So I don't know. Let's see. Okay, Oregon's number 1. That makes sense. Georgia's still at number 2 at 7-1. Ohio State number 3 at 7. I mean, I don't like that. I don't know. Ohio State's not the number 3 team. Miami's a fraud. Miami they have at number 4. They're 9-0, but they are a fraud. Miami's a fraud team. They're going to play somebody good and look like they are. Miami is Florida State of last year. They're an absolute utter fraud of a team. Texas at number 5 at 7-1. Penn State only dropped 3 spots with the loss to Ohio State. Again, Penn State, they can't play anybody good, they lose. Tennessee at 7. How Penn State is still ranked ahead of Indiana? Like, I wouldn't have that. I think Indiana's a better team than Penn State. I think Indiana dog walks Penn State if they play them. I don't think they're playing them, unfortunately. But Indiana plays Michigan coming up this Saturday. So, that BYU at number 9, and Notre Dame on an off week moves down 2 spots because they just hate fucking Notre Dame. And they play Florida State, so Notre Dame's not going to, even if Notre Dame crushes them by 60, Notre Dame's not going to move up anywhere in the rankings. So. They have a 2-loss Alabama above Boise State. Sure. Whatever. Army up 3 spots. That's going to be Notre Dame's next. The only real test left is going to be Army. And they play at Yankee Stadium. Louisville back in the top 25, as is apparently Vanderbilt at 24. Pitt with the loss down 5 spots to 23 at 7-1. Interesting. This is going to shake out real interesting in college football. Where do you have your college football playoff 12? If you had to pick one, where do you have them? Where are you putting? Who are you putting? I think the real question becomes Washington State. Because let's say Washington State, they're 7-1 right now. Let's say they finish like 11-1, but they don't have a conference championship game because the Pac-12 just disintegrated. So the Pac-2 can't do anything. So there's no conference championship game, so they can't get in as a conference champion, and so it would have to be on where they're ranked. And then if they're like, I like having the 12 teams, but it's still not a perfect system, and I don't like how they have it set up. Like to have it where you have to be, if you're conference champion, you get the 4 byes and stuff. Highest ranked conference champions get 4 byes, and then it leaves Notre Dame out of it, and it's like, yeah, but why? Like Notre Dame, if Notre Dame is like the number 1 team in the country, you're not going to have them be the number 1 team in the playoffs because they're not in a dumbass conference and then play a stupid conference championship game that, honestly, at this point with the playoffs, doesn't need to be played. Like conference championship games don't need to be played. Outside of money, that's the only reason that they do it. Hamster in the chat says, I'm Notre Dame. I'm a Notre Dame guy. Me and Jimbo actually went to the Notre Dame game 2 weeks ago when they played Navy. Good. It was a good game to go to. I like it, but I want to see how little Haribo's, man. These things are good. I'm interested to see that they knocked Notre Dame down 2 spaces because they didn't play last week. So whatever. It took way too long, and that they're finally punishing Notre Dame. And I love it. Why does Notre Dame doesn't deserve to be punished? Though? That's what I mean. They don't deserve to be punished. Why does Notre Dame deserve to be punished? Because they're independent. Yeah, Notre Dame doesn't like you either, hamster. There we go. There we go, just for you, buddy. 2 chicken joint combo. What are you talking about? Notre Dame consistently, year in, year out. Go look at the strength of schedule things. Now, this year's definitely not one to look at because of how everything fell, and Florida State fell fucking apart, and half the other teams did too. But look over 5, 10, 15 years. Notre Dame consistently has top 5, top 10 toughest schedules in the nation. They join a conference. You don't get to do that. And not only that, but they have so many other games. Like, they have their traditional games. Like, they want to play Army. They want to play Navy. You want to play USC. You want to play Stanford. Now, like, when you make your own schedule, the absolute freedom to make your own schedule, to do everything that you want to do. Yeah, absolutely. Why would you want to change that? And it wasn't a problem until all these other schools started doing conference championship games. Oh, we're going to have a conference championship game. We got to have a conference. And then they made it a prerequisite. Well, now, if you're not in a conference championship game, well, then that means you suck and you get, no, fuck off. Yeah, our strength of schedule. Dude, go listen. Numbers don't lie. Go look at strength of schedule throughout. Like I said, over 5, 10, 15 years. Every year, almost every year, Notre Dame's strength of schedule when the year starts is top 5, top 10. Yeah, pick easy games. Yeah, that's because you have teams like Georgia and Alabama playing, the school for the deaf. And little children of the poor, D3 school. Like, come on. Let's be honest. You guys play D2 and D3 school cupcake teams. Like, let's not even front. Let's not even get that confused. And not only that, but in your conference, you guys have Vanderbilt. Oh, big return for Bucky Irving down to the 35-40. 45 down to the 49-yard line. Big return for Bucky Irving. And that is where the Buccaneers will start at just about midfield here in the third quarter. Let me go ahead and change that to the third quarter. Let's move the possession ball over there to the Buccaneers. And we're ready to go here in the third quarter. Yeah, and Alabama lost to Vanderbilt. I think losing to Vanderbilt's worse. Oh, stop it. Hey, sometimes Maction gets lucky, man. You got to get Mac. That Maction. Those Mac schools are dangerous. You should know that. So about 3-yard gain on first down there for the Buccaneers. Coming up with second and about 7 here. Todd Bowles is 1-9 when trailing at halftime. That doesn't bode well for the Buccaneers. Maybe they can get their second one here. Second and 7 from the Kansas City 48-yard line. Baker in shotgun, takes a snap, back looks, throws out of the backfield. It's going to be caught. Gain of about 6 yards. 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Buccaneers. Sean Tucker with the carry. So here we go, 3rd and 1. We've just started the third quarter here, and if you're watching along with us, thank you so very much. My name is King. This is Stay Tuned Sports. Baker Mayfield, it's going to be a handoff here. Again to Tucker, and Tucker's going to make it all the way down to the 35-yard line, and there are some flags there, and that is clearly a horse collar. So put 15 on top of it. So this will be down at near the 21-yard line now for the Buccaneers. As Baker knew what it was as he started grabbing at his collar. Yes, I have seen. There's a couple of groups that are talking about wanting to get it. The question is whether or not it'll get approved. And I don't know. I think the NHL is gun shy when it comes to Atlanta. So 1st and 10 in, shotgun. Caught, bounced off the hit. First down at the... They're going to mark him right at the 12-yard line, but it is going to be a first down for the Buccaneers. Sterling Shepard with the reception and the bounce. I'm sorry, that wasn't Sterling Shepard. That was Raheem Jarrett. Sorry. As he does a little flexing with his chin strap on his nose because his helmet got pulled. Oh, they're going to call it 2nd and 1, actually, so not a first down. I thought he got there, but whatever. Sterling Shepard on the end around. He's only going to get about a yard, but that's all he needs for the first down. Fresh set of downs for the Buccaneers, 1st and 10, just outside the 10-yard line. Baker being very even with his passing, 4 to his tight ends, 4 to the running backs, only 2 to his wide receivers. And like we said, the receivers apparently have more rushing yards than they have passing yards. So, interesting. So here we go with Baker. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Takes the snap back, looks to throw. Pump fakes. Now fades all the way out. Cock knocking Otten. Cade Otten with the touchdown, and the Buccaneers on the first drive of the game of the second half. Go ahead and reclaim the lead as they now lead 13-10 over the Kansas City Chiefs, and they are an extra point away from making it 14-10. And yes, Hampstead, like I said, I think we talked about it when we were talking about hockey teams and how you were a Thrasher fan and all that. I think there's been talk from a group, several different groups over the last couple of years, and now I think there's one trying to make a concerted effort. But it's how gun-shy is the NHL when it comes to Atlanta when they've had franchises fail there twice already. And again, the second time was more because of ownership and how much that group, that Sky Sports Group or whatever it was called, really didn't give a shit about hockey and just kind of ran the Thrashers out of the arena because they just didn't want them there anymore. It was bad. Eelis in the chat, fire the cannons! As the Buccaneers go ahead and score. Buccaneers, again, have the lead here in the second half. Interesting game. We have an interesting game. And that's what I want. I want interesting. I don't want boring. I don't want a blowout. I like that we have some defense in this game, but I do like we have offensive production. I like that it's close. What more could you want for a Monday Night Football game? I don't know. What more could you want? This is all I want. All I want is good, fun, entertaining football. And that's what we got right now here on Monday Night Football. And thank you so much for joining us here and watching Monday Night Football. Again, my name is King. This is Stay Tuned Sports. If this is your first time watching us, come into the chat. Say hi. The chat is open for you. And also, if you're watching us and not subscribed, you know what to do. Don't even have to say it. I'm going to say it anyway because just in case. Hit that subscribe button. Help you boys out here. Hampton said, I'll just have to wait a few years. We better be still called the Thrashers. We had a cool name and logo. It was unique. I'm not going to lie. When I first heard you guys called the Thrashers, I thought the logo I imagined in my head was like a metalhead thrashing. And then it was like, oh no, that's a bird. Okay, all right, I get it. And then again, it was the Thrashers logo was cool. Actually, both the shield logo with the Thrasher holding the stick with the curled wing, that was a cool logo, and the T-bird on the shoulders, that was a great logo. I think both. Now again, you had some uniforms. They're a little questionable. I'm not gonna lie. The powder blue with the one sleeve stripe and the Atlanta down to like that. Choices were made, but as far as just logo wise, yeah, I love the Thrashers logo. People have been talking about Milwaukee for a while getting a team, and that's. You want to talk? That's an instant rivalry that you'll have set up with Chicago, with Minnesota, with St. Louis, with like you everything in the Midwest there. Like that would be a great place, I think, to have a hockey team. But again, the NHL already has 32 teams, man. It's how much more do you want to expand? I don't know. I don't know if you want to expand too much more. You might have to start moving teams. But the only other, like who are you gonna move? Who are you gonna move? Like we already the Coyotes question has been settled now. Because Utah owner is going to do well by them. So they're going to do well. And I think Utah is going to be their home for the foreseeable future. It's not going to be a mess like it was in in Phoenix, in Arizona. So now that you have that, it's like then what comes next? Oh, here they're talking about Taylor and Matthew Stafford. So that technically, it's a Taylor sighting. So her number gets bumped. And there she is again on a live one. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. But so who do you move? Who's in danger of moving? Overthrown here on first down. Just kind of looking for a little toss-off there, but Mahomes threw it way over his head. Noah Gray was the intended receiver. As I'm eating some ghosts here. My wife brought me home some ghosts from her job. Apparently they had like trick or treat there. The other day somebody brought in candy. Boy, it was very nice. These are delicious. So 1st and 10, they're going to say, are they saying incomplete? Kelce was the receiver. Has the ball hit and then dropped. Yep, that is an incomplete pass. So 3rd and 10 coming up now. Yeah, Milwaukee's always hosted that, and they get good numbers for the Admirals. And boy, I love those Admiral sweaters. Dude, the new Admirals logo that has the skull Admiral, and those are great uniforms. It's a shame they wouldn't bring that branding up to the NHL. 3rd and 10, Mahomes scrambling for his life. Vita Vea falls down. Mahomes still scrambling. Then he's taken down and sacked back at the 17-yard line. And that's going to be a 3 and out for the Chiefs, where they went backwards. Listen, back in 95, there was the question, they were going to move the Devils to Nashville. That was a serious and almost 100% thing that was going to happen. Like, the Devils were moving. The Devils were gone. The Devils were going to Nashville. And we went on a run, won the Stanley Cup there in 95 in the lockout year. And we stayed. We ended up sticking around and staying. And now we've just, this is our 3rd year now? 43rd season, because I'm as old as the devil, so it's 43rd year. Yeah. And on the return, the Bucs again have good field possession. They're close to, like, they're not at midfield, but they're close to like the 40 there. So Buccaneers making some work here, and they have a chance to go up big if they score on this drive here. Yeah, I miss the whale. I miss the whale a ton. And it bothers me to know it. First of all, I hate the Carolina Hurricanes because of just how they've kind of been the devil's bugaboo for about 25 or 15 years now. But when they started wearing the Hartford Whalers uniforms on their throwback nights, and it's like, that's like wearing the skin of the person you murdered. And I find that so abhorrent as a hockey fan, that they're wearing the Whalers uniforms. I'm just like, no. That bothers me to no end. If the Devils move tomorrow, who would I root for? Probably be a toss-up between either the Blackhawks or the Bruins, maybe. Like if gun to my head, if I had, because I love hockey that much, I wouldn't stop watching hockey. I would be upset. Maybe I'd stop watching for a season or two, but I would eventually start watching. But my rooting interest would probably lean towards one of those as an original 6 team. That's probably where I would go, or I would I would root for maybe like Vegas or Utah, like somebody way out west. Fuck Quebec. Like I said, and me and Hamster talked about this last night. About everybody that bitches and moans and complains about, why did they move to Utah? Why don't they move to Quebec? And the simple answer is the Canadian dollar is weak, and the NHL doesn't want to lose money there. And the NHL is about growing the game, growing viewership, growing more people. Southern hockey and Western hockey is the way to do that. And Quebec might already have a built-in audience, but you're going to lose money there. Not because people aren't going to show up, but because the Canadian dollar is so much weaker. And NHL teams have to pay their players in American dollars no matter what. But their income, what they bring in from ticket sales, merch sales, everything like that, is in Canadian dollars because they're in Canada. So they're already working at a loss. So there's not, and again, like we talked about, they took away Hamsters, Atlanta Thrashers, moving to Winnipeg, and now they're talking about moving Winnipeg again because they're losing money hand over fist up there. I love the Kraken's uniforms and logos, but I just hate the city of Seattle, so I can't do it. Big pass over the middle. Kate Otten takes a shot right in the kidneys, gets up and says, "What, bitch?" Ah, cock knocking Otten with the catch into Kansas City territory. I love this Kate Otten kid. I absolutely love him. And that's a first down for the Buccaneers. What a shot. Almost broken in half, holds onto the ball, and then gets up and flexes and says, "What?" First and 10. Baker under center, takes the snap, hands it off here to Bucky Irving. And Bucky's going to be good for about 3.5, maybe 4 yards. That's cool. I love hearing that. And the one thing that always surprised me, as just being from my little corner here of New Jersey, is seeing actually how kind of widespread Devils gear and fandom is in the hockey world. Like, the Devils have a pretty widespread fan base, and I did not expect that. Being a kid, and just watching my Devils, they're my team, they're my local team, and everybody said, "Oh, they're overshadowed by the Rangers, or they're overshadowed by this." But the Devils have lots of followers everywhere. I was very surprised by that. Baker holds on to the ball, kind of tries to do a little trick play here, but it's going to end up in a 1-yard loss. 3rd and 6 coming up here for the Buccaneers. But when Vegas came in, I loved their gear. I loved their uniforms. They were good. I don't like that they kind of went with the gold heavy ones as the new primaries. I wish they'd go back to like that graphite gray color ones. Those uniforms were by far better than the gold ones I think they wear now. But I still like them. And then they were instantly great. And everybody was, when they first come in, people were like, "Man, these guys are going to suck for a while." And then they get good and it's like, "Oh, the NHL made them great." It's like, no, they didn't. All you guys are saying that now, they sucked. You were saying they were going to suck. And we got a flag here, full start here on the Buccaneers. That's going to move them back even further. Old Guardian Cap with the infraction moves the flags up to 5. And listen, that's the other thing too. If I become a Vegas fan, I can just say, I got to go see my team play. I want to go see Vegas play. Which is another great thing too. Even if you're a fan of another team, it's like, hey, let's make a trip to Vegas. And while we're there, like you can say, we're going out there to see the game, and then we also hang out in Vegas for a while. Like Vegas is a destination place. Cotton Otten again with the catch, and he's going to get a first down. Oh man, Cotton Otten he's just become Baker Mayfield's safety valve here. And has become just a huge part here as we have 2 Chiefs down on the ground writhing in pain or ecstasy. I don't know. It depends. You'd have to ask them personally. I'm going to go and probably make an educated guess and say pain, but, never kink shame anybody. But yeah, I love Seattle's logo. I love their gear. They have great sweaters, but I just can't root for anything from Seattle. It's just Seattle's just kind of a gross ass city. But I love their stuff, and I'm interested to see what happens with Utah. First of all, I'm interested to see where they go with the nickname process. I certainly hope it's not anything dumb like Yeti or Blizzard or shit like that. Black Diamonds is interesting. I like that. I kind of like that aspect of it, like the dangerous ski slope, the Black Diamonds. So I think that's a really cool name that you can work with and make something with. Or seeing how this goes, if they maybe go a Washington football team route and maybe they just stay the Utah Hockey Club and see if they just want to, lean into that branding. I like the colors. I think the sweaters are pretty decent, for being, the Utah Hockey Club. Again, I know their owner is going to do everything he can to make that work. I know they're working on either getting a new arena or they're going to try to retrofit that one so the seats aren't nearly as bad as they are now. I know they're kind of bad, like the ones in Phoenix used to be when they played at the America West Arena, and the ones that the Islanders had at Barclays. But I did not know that. He seems very milk toast. So go figure. Good for him. I mean, he's gonna have to figure something out soon. Or it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it comes like that. But that doesn't matter. You have to win football games, or you're gonna be out of a job. So we'll see. Both Chiefs players seem to be up and okay. 7:58 remaining here in the third quarter. The Buccaneers have it at the Chiefs' 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Baker is in shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands it off. This is going to be Bucky Irving, and he gets it all the way down to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 2, but we have a flag down, so of course it's going to be coming back because we can't have nice things. The referees are starting to realize it's not about the game. It's not about athletic ability. It's about making sure people know it's the stripes, baby. There's a personal foul face mask on the Buccaneers. So that knocks them back 15 yards. 1st down. Tristan Wirfs gets called for masking of the face. He had a shoulder pad. There was no face mask there. He had a shoulder pad. It's holding. It's not face mask. What the fuck? Wow. What is it with the NFL officials and the inability to correctly call a face mask penalty? Incomplete pass on 1st down. Flag on the play. Wow. Buccaneers were going, and now the penalties are pushing them all the way back into their end. They've picked up the flag. Doesn't matter, still counts on here. But how? Like, what is the what? I don't know. So here we go. 2nd and 25 here now for the Buccaneers. Again, a bit of a screen pass here to Bucky Irving. It's going to be 3rd and forever still. Third and 18. You know what that means? Cock not time. Let's go. Oh, we got a couple creamsicles in the crowd there at Kansas City. Baker throws. That's going to be caught. It is cock not, but it is nowhere close to a 1st down. But they are back in the field goal range. So here comes Chase McLaughlin. bad face mask penalty that wasn't a face mask penalty called on the Buccaneers. Hurt them. If you want to call holding, fine. That was a 10-yard penalty, but the 15 was bad. Snap, hold, kick is up, and that's going to be good. And that is now a full touchdown lead the Buccaneers have over the Chiefs. 17-10 here at Arrowhead. Chiefs will be getting the ball on the ensuing kickoff. Remember when the NFL used to be all pink the entire month of October, Hamster says? They don't do that anymore. His pink mouthpiece made me think about it. Yeah, I'm kind of glad about that, too, because it did get a little much. Like, pink towels, and there were pink cleats, and some people wore pink socks, which were clashing with the uniforms, and pink gloves, and pink, you had pink versus pink. It was a lot with all the other ones. I like that you can tone it down. Like, do it a pink mouthpiece, that's fine. I think the pink, if you want to do like pink wristbands or gloves or something like that, fine. But where it was pink, everything, and then when it was the military, everything was camo. They had the camo towels and stuff like that, and then it was blue for prostate cancer, and it was all like I have no problem. That's why I like when they changed it. They did the my claws, my cleats, where they let the players do whatever they want to do with their cleats for those couple weeks, and it has like the kind of rainbow patch for all the different clauses that are on it, and they wear like the captain's patch that has all that different colors on it, and some of the other things, and the crucial catch and all that stuff. That feels better aesthetically. I get it. It was a good cause. I get bringing awareness to the cause, and helping out the charities, the Susan Komen Foundation there, and everything for breast cancer, and when they did it for prostate cancer too for the man, and all that. So I appreciate and understand the goodwill that was meant for it, and that's not the problem. But again, it did become a little much on the eyes and aesthetically when you had months full of, just pink was overwhelming, or the baby blue was overwhelming, or the military camo was overwhelming. Like now they've limited it to, like I said, you see the captain's patches that have the rainbow kind of pattern that they use for the my claws, my cleats thing, and the crucial catch thing. And they have like the cleats for, that couple weeks they do the cleats for, the causes, and they can do the personalized cleats and everything like that. That's a better way to do it and to still bring the same awareness and the contributions and things like that without it being aesthetically jarring. Same thing with the military stuff. Like they have, they have the coaches on the sidelines, they wear like the military style hoodies and stuff, but it's no longer the towels or the cleats or the gloves or anything that's covered in military stuff. So I'm glad for that. Crafty South Florida chat says KC ref strike again. Again, that's not. They've had bad calls. The Chiefs had a bad call against them on a defensive holding that didn't happen, and that play there was the wrong call. It wasn't a face mask. It was a holding, and they just called that wrong. So, I mean, that's not a grand conspiracy. Can we stop bringing up Saquon Barkley? I really don't want to fucking see this guy. So here you go. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs from the 30-yard line. Big run here. Kareem Hunt with the carry. That's going to be 2nd and 2. With an 8-yard carry. 5:35 left here in the third quarter. If you're watching along with us, and we certainly hope you are, thank you for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. If you're watching and aren't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. And hey, chat's open. Come on in and say hi to all your friends right here in the chat. That's another handoff to Hunt, and he's going to get another 6 yards. And that's going to be a first down for the Chiefs as they are approaching midfield here. As we see a beautiful view of downtown Kansas City, we see Florida versus Texas coming up on this Saturday, as is Georgia and Ole Miss, and then Alabama and LSU. Boy, you want to talk about having all the juice out of a game. Boy, who cares who wins that one? Pieces of shit. So 1st and 10. Again, they're going to go to Kareem Hunt, and he's going to get it up to about the 50-yard line. So a gain of about 4 yards on the play. Second and 6. Good to see Diaby back in the game after looking to be injured earlier before. I think he just had the wind knocked out of him as he had a Kansas City offensive lineman land on top of him and get a little pancake. So from the 50, Mahomes in shotgun. Takes the snap. Again, it's going to be another handoff here. Kareem Hunt putting in the work, but gets nowhere this time. No gain. 3rd and 6 coming up here. I love gummies. Gummy bears, like this is the Haribo gummy ghosts. These things are just delightful. Anything gummy. I'm a big gummy guy. Swedish fish, like I said, gummy bears, gummy worms, gummy rats, gummy anything. Give me something, anything that's in the form of gummy. I'm a good guy. So 3rd and 6 now. Mahomes in shotgun back, looks, throws over the middle. That's going to be caught. And just sneaking over for a first down is McCole Hardman, back from his earlier injury on the punt return. And that's going to be first down, 1st and 10 for Kansas City. So 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line of the Buccaneers, as the Chiefs are in Buccaneers territory. Mahomes back, looks, throws. That's going to be caught for a gain of 8 yards. Travis Kelce with the catch as he again gets drilled out of bounds. As I'm sure he'll do some drilling later on. Stop it. I'm going to get canceled. Keep on talking like that. Can't do that, King. Stop it. But 2nd and 2 coming up here. Kelce, 8 receptions, 59 yards. He's only dropped 1 pass. He did have a fumble also. Handoff here to Hunt, and that's going to be a first down as he keeps on fighting for more yardage, but he gets just about a half yard over the first down marker. And now we have a late flag. As the flag number has climbed exponentially here in the 3rd quarter. Waiting to see what the call is. Two fouls on the play. Illegal block on the back on the Chiefs. We have a personal foul on the Buccaneers. Those penalties will offset. Pretend it never happened. First down, but because also there were 2 fouls on the play, it means there were 2 flags on the play, so that number goes instead of 8 to 9. ELS says, now I lead by 43.2 points in fantasy. So the lead is starting to go down a little bit. I'd be a little worried for you. I mean, it's still a fairly big lead. You still should be okay here. Hand off to, Kareem Hunt. I had a brain fart there for a second. And he gets a massive gain. He gets all the way down to near the 20-yard line. It's almost a 20-yard gain there for Hunt. And we have an injured Buccaneer on the ground. Minute 46 here remaining in the 3rd. And the Buccaneers are now threatening. They are in, or just about in, red zone territory. As Monday Night Football here as we're watching it here on ESPN/ABC is going to take a break. We don't have that luxury. So we're just going to sit here and continue bullshitting with you guys because we love doing that. On Twitter, big content guy at big content guy. Why are the rules analysts Italian? Mike Pereira, Dean Blandino, Gene Stellator. Italians don't exactly scream rule followers to me. Sorry for being quiet, everybody. It happens. It happens. I'm just here checking out on Twitter, seeing what we find for any news, anything else to talk about, any other bullshit that we got going on here. Again, my name is King. This is Station Sports. Thank you so much for joining us. If you like what you're watching, and who doesn't like watching silence for 30 seconds at a time? That's great, right? I know I'm terrible. But if you tolerate what you're watching right now, please give us a like. It helps us out tremendously. Also, if you're watching us and not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Get us closer and closer to our goal of 200. Obviously, the goal is to get closer to being monetized, which I think is 500 right now. But we'll worry about that in due time. Handoff on 1st and 10 to Kareem Hunt. He's going to get 8 yards on the carry. 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Chiefs as they continue to march down the field. This has been a Kareem Hunt drive. 6 yards, 43 yards on this drive. First 6 drives, he only had 16 yards. This drive, 43. Well, Hamster, this is the thing. Because football's played on Sunday. That's clearly. And I'll get back to it in a second here as Mahomes hands off again. And that's going to be another first down. As we see Hayes for the Buccaneers going off the field, going back to the locker room, as it appears it's raining now in Kansas City. Because football's played on Sunday. But here's the thing, and this is the thing we have to remember. If the NFL goes to an 18-game schedule, the way the schedule then would get bumped up and moved around, they'll probably have a second bye week, and you'd have all these other things, blah, blah, blah. That's going to put the Super Bowl on the Sunday before President's Day, which means that the following day is a federal holiday. So a lot of people will have off work that following day. And I know some people won't. Oh, that's going to be a loss there on 1st and goal as they kind of did a handoff to McCole Hardman in the backfield, and that did not work. I agree with that one. I don't like the fact that they put the national championship game on so late. Like, it starts at 9 o'clock at night, and they do it on a fucking Monday. Like, that shit needs to be on Saturday. Do it Saturday night. I have no problem with that. I think they think that people, there's too many people out and doing other things on Saturday nights. Not if you put the national championship game on. Not if you do that. People will be there. But ladies and gentlemen, I do have a bit of an announcement here to make. What I'm going to need from all of you right now is to go ahead and put them fours up, baby. Because we are in the fourth quarter of Monday Night Football. The Chiefs are in a goal-to-goal situation. The Buccaneers have a 17-10 lead. The Chiefs looking to tie the game up here as we are going to start the fourth quarter with some possible drama in Arrowhead. As I have myself another Haribo gummy. But I agree with you on that. I don't think the NFL should. NFL Super Bowl Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. Should be Super Bowl Sunday 1,000%. But I like the idea of having the 18-game schedule knock the Super Bowl to what then is the de facto national holiday. Because that's the thing I've been kind of wanting to, and it's something that should pass into law. Is that the Monday, like there should have Super Bowl observed. Like you should have the following Monday after the Super Bowl in this country. In this country, what we things do in this country should be a declared national holiday. People off work, everything's closed. Treat it like New Year's Day. Treat it like Thanksgiving, Christmas. Let that happen and let people celebrate. And because that not only that, it'll boost the economy. People can then go out and party, and you pick up so much more food. You get party items, you get beverages, booze, all that stuff. People do that a lot on Super Bowl Sunday anyway. Super Bowl Sunday, I believe, is the second biggest drinking day of the year and second biggest food day of the year, behind Thanksgiving Eve and Thanksgiving itself. So you could make it number one. I think if you made basically the Super Bowl a national holiday, you could make it work. And there's people that thought about it too. Big, heavy rain coming down to Kansas City now. Wow. This came out of nowhere. This game was looking fine, and now it's just a fucking monsoon happening there at Arrowhead. But here we go, 2nd and goal. Mahomes back, tries to toss it. He does get it to Kelce. And it's going to be 3rd and goal. He gets a couple yards, not a lot. Down to about the 6 or the 5, somewhere around there? That's a risky play, especially in a sudden downpour. That's happening. But yeah, down to the 6-yard line. So from the 6, 3rd and goal, can Kansas City tie the game? Actually, they're going to say he's down at the 7. So it's still 3rd and goal from the 7. Hopkins in motion. Mahomes takes the snap back, looking, pocket collapses. He's got wide open space in front of him now. Then he just pops it over to wide open Perrine, and touchdown Kansas City. And it is tied as Mahomes now is on the ground grabbing his ankle. Oh, if you're a Chiefs fan, you gotta be worried. Oh, and Mahomes is ginger on that ankle. Oh, no. We see him escape. We see him jump. He kind of lands on it wrong. Like when he's like, let me see, what happens? Oh, he kind of just, could that be Achilles? He kind of, did he divot it? He kind of, that just, it looks weird. Like he just stepped wrong. It didn't roll it, but it what could that be? And he needs help walking off. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, he just stepped wrong. Could it be did he dislocate it? Could be a dislocated ankle. Could be broken. Could be popped an Achilles. That could be any number of things. We don't know. Oh. Cue Pennsylvania. Carson Wentz getting ready on the sidelines. Oh, I already gave Kansas City the extra point. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. They didn't do the extra point yet. Sorry. No, I don't think that's not a knee. That's an ankle. That's an ankle. Hamster, that was absolutely an ankle. He stepped wrong. He seems to be walking okay now. I mean, still with a limp, but he's walking on his own power. But he's up onto the workout bench. Hopefully it doesn't collapse this time. So here comes the extra point for the Chiefs, and Harrison Butker. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. That is right in Butker's kitchen. And that ties the game, 17-17 all. But Mahomes kind of went really weird on the ankle, and that was the thing. The reason I say it's not knee and that's ankle hamsters because he was grabbing at his ankle when he was on the ground, and it was hurting him. It's his ankle, not his knee. So that's the worry now. Was it just a weird step and a stinger he had, and now it's okay because he seemed to walk off okay? Is it something more serious? And so you hope that it's not. But boy, Southpaw trade for Zach Wilson tomorrow. You never know. Hey, listen. Daniel Jones. Hey, go ahead and take that. Listen, I would love to see that happen because I would love to see Daniel Jones go to Kansas City and just tear it the fuck up. And just shove it in Daboll's face. Shove it in all the other fucking Giants fans' faces. Daniel Jones not only deserves, but he's 1,000% capable of a Sam Darnold redemption arc. 1,000%. So, I'd like to see that. Wait till you see the replay again. His knee said something funny too when he planted. I've done that before. Listen. I don't think I've met somebody who hasn't. Did you ever take that? When you're walking down some steps and you think there's an extra step and there's not. You ever do that? Everybody's done it. And the way he stepped, it did everything. But his initial grab was for the ankle. So I'm gonna go with ankle on first look. Could it be knee? Could it also be hip? 1,000%. The way he kind of stepped awkwardly, 1,000%. That could be anything up on that right side of the leg area. Whether that's it could be 1,000%. I think it's ankle. Could also affect the knee. Could affect the hip. Any of that. Daniel Jones has shown that he's a very capable quarterback. He can throw the ball downfield. We've seen it. Everybody said, "Oh, he can't throw the ball downfield." We've seen him in the last 5 games, be able to get it down the field to Sterling Shepard. I'm sorry, not Sterling Shepard. That's the Chiefs guy. Darius Slayton. There we go. I got my Sterlings and Slaytons and everything mixed up. All right, well, we see Mahomes is walking on the sidelines. Wentz has got the hat back on, and he looks kind of pissed. So I think Mahomes is going to be okay. Might have just been a stinger. And there is the dynamic touchback. And there we see him doing a little bit of jogging, and he seems okay. So, again, just a weird thing. He just wanted to give Chris Collinsworth a heart attack. Collinsworth is probably blowing up his phone right now. Hey, Boo, you okay, Boo? You need Daddy to come rub that ankle, baby? Daddy'll be there in a minute, baby. Let me go rub that ankle for you. Now, here's a guy that can rub an ankle. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield in shotgun. He's going to hand off here. That's going to be to Tucker, the fullback, and that's going to be good for about 4 yards. Yeah, he looks good. Mahomes looks like he's good. He's going to be back in the game. So, no harm, no foul when it comes to old Patty Mac Mahomes. I don't know why I call him Patty Mac. It's not Mick Holmes. He's Mahomes. He's Mahomes. 2nd and 7. Baker again in shotgun. Again, still raining really bad there in Kansas City. Baker goes, throws down the middle, tipped, and incomplete. Otten was the intended receiver. Oh yeah, I forgot that he got a little twinge during that Raiders game. Oof. I think the reason it hurts is because we've all made a step like that in our lives. And it's just like, oh, yeah, I know how that feels. Ow, ow, ow. So here we go. 3rd and 7. Baker's going to pull it down, run it himself. He's going to try to run through guys, and he's going to end up a yard short. Tried to do it himself. Could not break through the final 2 defenders. And ends up a yard short. There's Baker, and it seems like the Buccaneers are going to have to punt here. Well, they're saying he's 4th and 2. I thought it was at least only a yard short, but all right. Bad spot from the officials as usual. That's the one thing I've noticed throughout this year too. Officials always spot the ball badly. So here we go. 4th and 2. Snap. Kick is away. And Kansas City fair catches it at the 26-yard line. And that's where they'll take over as Patrick Mahomes is back on the field, has the helmet on, and he is ready to lead the Chiefs back down the field to see if they can take the lead in this tied 17-17 game on Monday Night Football. Here we are in the fourth quarter. You are watching along here on Stay Tuned Sports with your boy, King. And I certainly thank you so much for being here with us. If you are watching and you like what you see, express that like by hitting the like button. And if you're also watching us and you're like, hey, I'm not subscribed to this channel yet, that little button says subscribe, not subscribed. Do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Certainly helps us out tremendously. Also, hit the share button. More eyeballs on us, the better. And we cannot thank you enough for your support in doing so. So share it. People you know, people you don't know, people you love, people you hate, family, friends, the whole schmear. Go ahead and get us out there. Certainly thank you so very much for all of your support. And again, chat room is open. Come in and say hi, say hello, say how you doing. We got some good people in there. Speaking of which, Crafty Southpaw is in there. We got Hamster in there. ELS, of course, is always in there. We got some great people in there. So come in and say hi. We had a couple weirdos in here before, too. So there's always a chance you could run into a weirdo. And who doesn't like running into random weirdos on the internet? That's always fun. It's always a good time when you run into random weirdos anywhere on the internet, right? Right? That's how that happens. No, I don't know. Oh, and the weirdos are out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, of course, with the NFL trade deadline coming up tomorrow, people are just on edge. Everybody's emotions are high. People don't know what to do, with wondering what their teams are going to do, if they're moving players, if they're buyers, if they're sellers. I got to tell you, I haven't seen emotions this high on a trade deadline day since I want to say about 4 years ago. It's for some reason it seems to happen every 4 years right around this time. The trade deadlines get really weird, really wonky, gets a lot of weird people out of the woodwork, and just everybody's emotions seems to be ratcheted up and tensioned up here for the NFL trade deadline. So no idea what's going to happen, but the weirdos are out, so be careful no matter what you're doing when you're dealing with the internet and internet weirdos. I don't know if I qualify as an internet weirdo. I'm definitely strange. I'm strange. I'm a weird guy, but I wouldn't say a weirdo. Like there's a being weird and being a weirdo, I think, are two completely separate things. If we're being honest with each other. And I think we can be honest with each other. I think we're close enough. I think we're good pals, good friends. So here you go. 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff here. And Chiefs going to look like, see if they can run it off with Hunt here. 2nd down. It's going to be about 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5, depending on the spot. The last drive, that's 2nd and 7. Never mind. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, apparently. Mahomes back to throw. He completes to Kelce. That's going to be 2 yards short of the 1st down. 3rd down coming up here for the Chiefs. 3rd and 2. And listen, the way that Hunt's been running, hands it off to Hunt. That's going to be an easy 1st down for the Chiefs here. How much you want to bet they shot his leg so full of Toradol in that tent, he's not feeling anything below the waist? 3rd and 2. Mahomes in shotgun. Takes a snap back. He's looking to throw. Time is running out. He throws. He completes it to Kelce, and that's going to be good for about 6 yards and a 1st down. Kansas City moves the chains. 11-17, 11-16, 11-15 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Thank you for sticking with us here on Stay Tuned Sports. We had a 3-game Sunday yesterday, and we had a lot of you guys in there with us for that. And again, I cannot thank you enough for your support. Hamster, ELS, Crafty Southpaw, Pecan, like all you guys have been fantastic, and I thank you so much for your support each and every day. 1st and 10, Chiefs from the 37-yard line. Handoff here to Hunt. And Hunt is going to get it past the 40 up to about the 42-yard line, 42.5-yard line. Again, this has been a big 3rd and 4th quarter here. Last 2 drives really here for Hunt as he is finding his groove. And not a better time for him to find it for the Chiefs. And it's got, again, another quick handoff here. And again, Hunt is going to get to about 2 yards short of the first down. So another 3rd and 2. I've seen the Chiefs in 3rd and 2 have been very close friends in this game. They're going to say 3rd and 1. That's clearly 3rd and 2. I don't know what we're talking about here with that spot. Are you out of your mind? But here they go. They say it's 3rd and 1. Hand off, and he didn't get there. He did not get there. The Buccaneers are saying power to the people. And indeed, he's short. 4th and 1, maybe even inches here. As they had given it to, they gave it to Steele. They gave it to porn star Steele, and he was unable to penetrate through the hole. And the Chiefs are going to go for it. Oh, this is a big play. They're probably going to get it, let's be honest. But here we go. Mahomes under center. Hands back, and that's going to be good for a first down. Kareem Hunt gets the yardage. He gains about 2 yards. And the Chiefs move the chains. I was going to say, with the way Kareem Hunt's been running, it's going to be hard to stop that. Vita Vea was trying to get himself to clog up that hole, but just was a little late getting there. Unable to do so. So 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Pass out here to, who's that? McCole Hardman. He seemed to fumble, but it can't out of bounds. But that's going to be another first down for the Chiefs as they are now deep into Buccaneers territory. Well, deeper than where they were. They're going to be down about the 37-yard line. First and 10. They actually put it at the 39. All kinds of bad things happening there. We got flags. We got somebody jumped something. Right now, Pecan, they're just on the running game. I don't know if they've worn down the Buccaneers, but they are imposing their will with the run game and Kareem Hunt, and they're saying encroachment on the Buccaneers. So that's a 5-yard penalty. I mean, there was a lot there. Did someone move? Was there a snap infraction? It's hard to tell. That was just a mess from the start. But 1st and 5 now from the 34-yard line. Hand off to Hunt, and he actually goes nowhere on that one. Actually loses about half a yard. So 2nd down and 6 coming up here for the Chiefs. Buccaneers trying to stiffen up the defense here, hoping to hold the Chiefs to maybe a field goal. Oh, I still got the flag icon on up there. Sorry, folks. Sorry. They still say 2nd and 5. I don't think he got up that far. Why are we spotting it there? Mahomes in shotgun. Back looking. Oh, boy. He runs and just chucks it out of bounds. 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Chiefs. Again, trying to make Mahomes run and escape on an ankle that may not be 100% here. You can cause some mistakes there. Mahomes didn't even really throw. He kind of chucked that. That wasn't any kind of pass that I've seen. He was just like, ah! 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Chiefs. Can they convert on this 3rd down? They got to get to the 29-yard line. Kelce in motion. Mahomes takes the snap back. He looks. He throws over the middle. Caught by not Kelce. That's Watson with the catch. I'm just going to call him not Kelce. I'm sure that's how Taylor refers to him as well. But it is a first down for the Chiefs as they continue the chains moving. And again, this is why the Chiefs are there. Maybe they don't play a great game every game. Maybe they have closer games than you think they'll have. But at the end of the day, they can do things like this and get closer to winning the game better. And again, Kareem Hunt runs right up the middle, and that's going to be 1st and goal from the 9 now. Massive run up the middle, massive hole. 6, 08, 07, 06, and 05 remaining here in the 4th quarter as the Chiefs have a 1st and goal, and they are getting ready to perhaps take a touchdown lead in this game. The Bucs have had chances. They had them in a 4th and inches. Were unable to stop them. They had them in several 3rd and 2s. They had them there in a 3rd and 5. Unable to stop this Chiefs offense. Again, a handoff to Hunt, and this time he gets about a half a yard on the gain. 2nd and goal coming up here for the Chiefs. This Tampa Bay's defense trying to hold on here. Beaten, battered, bruised, grinding down with this run game here in the 3rd and 4th quarter from the Chiefs and Kareem Hunt. Can they hold on? Can they bend, but can they not break? 2nd and goal from the 9. Mahomes is under center. Snap. Hand off here. This one's going to be to Steele. Steele's going to get it down to the 5. 3rd and goal. Patrick Mahomes has never thrown a passing touchdown in the 4th quarter of a tie game. Thank you for that deep fucking stat that I'm sure you had to dig through for anything as we take a look at Baker on the sideline. Watching, he can do nothing as he's not a defensive player. This has been an over 8-minute drive by the Chiefs, grinding this clock away, grinding the yards away, grinding the Tampa Bay defense away. 4:22 remaining here in the 4th. Snap on 3rd and goal. Thrown. And Hopkins holds on for the catch. And now you can throw that stat away because Mahomes has thrown a touchdown and a tie game in the 4th quarter. And the Chiefs get their 3rd touchdown of the game. Hopkins gets his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking a 7-point lead on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Man, this Kansas City team, man, they just, again, at the end of the day, they find snap a little bit of a bobbled snap there, but the hold is down and the kick is truer than you'll ever see, right down the middle. And there we go, 24-17, Kansas City with the lead. Again, the Buccaneers had a touchdown lead. They were winning this game 17-10. The Chiefs have scored 2 unanswered touchdowns to take a touchdown lead now on the Buccaneers. Can Baker and the Bucs answer with about 4 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter? They have their full complement of timeouts. They have the 2-minute warning. Do they have the strength of will to get down the field and score against the Kansas City Chiefs? We're going to find out here. In a matter of minutes, we're going to find out. And again, I want to thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. If you've been watching along with us, thank you so very much for doing so. If you would like to go ahead and hit that like button, helps us out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. If you'd like to hit that share button, getting more eyes on the program helps us out tremendously as well, and your support is appreciated. And again, if you're watching along with us, you like what we're watching, and you like what you're watching, and you like what we're doing, and you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Get us closer to our goal of 200 subscribers. Again, The ultimate goal is to be monetized at some point. Hopefully, I think 500 is the goal for that. But for now, we will take our baby steps. And you guys subscribing right now are helping us get to that eventual step. But we'll go with 200 right now, and that's what I am hoping for. Thank you so very much. Also, if you want to help us out more directly, we have in the top of our chat, which is open and inviting for you to come in and say hi, say hello, say how you doing here in our live chat. Go ahead. At the top of that chat is pinned our donation station link where you can go ahead and donate to us directly and help us out. We also have a merch store link there as well. If you want to see any of the merch, any other merch that's not in there currently, go ahead and leave us a suggestion and we'll see if we can get that up there in the store, as well as new merch is hitting the store every week. ELS in the chat. With 4 minutes to go, I have a 38.7 lead in fantasy. There you go, ELS. You feel very comfortable now, and you should. Again, you have 4 minutes. Kansas City doesn't have the ball. Tampa Bay does. I don't think Kelce's going to get a touchdown in this game, so that helps out. So you should be pretty good in this game. So here we go. Buccaneers are going to get the ball here. Little over 4 minutes left to go. And there's the kick in a foggy, rainy Arrowhead in Kansas City, Missouri. That's going to be a dynamic touchback. So the Buccaneers, starting from their own 30, 70 yards to paradise. Can Baker Mayfield drive these Buccaneers all the way down the field and get them to tie against Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City Chiefs? As we are looking at some of the creamsicle uniforms in the stands, some of the Kansas City fans in the stands, everybody with their plastic ponchos, Travis Kelce waving everybody on. We did not see Taylor Swift. Seeing Taylor Swift in the rain is often a very nice treat to see. First down and 10, handed off. Gain of about a yard by Bucky Irving. 2nd and 9 or 2nd and 8, depending on the spot, coming up here for the Buccaneers. 2nd and 8 is the official spot from the officials. We are under 4 minutes, 3:56, 3:55, 3:54 if you're syncing along with us. And if you are, thank you so very much for joining us. The Kansas City Chiefs have run 67 plays. The Buccaneers have only run 40. Yet the Buccaneers are very close to being able to tie this game. Just 69 yards, 68 yards actually. Baker Mayfield in shotgun takes the snap back. He's going to pull it down and he's going to get sacked as the pocket collapses. He gets sacked all the way back at the 22-yard line. 3rd down and long. As the clock is ticking, we are under 3:20 now here in the 4th quarter. This is not the direction the Buccaneers wanted to go. They are going backwards instead of forwards. The Buccaneers have played well all game, but right now, when it matters the most, the Kansas City Chiefs offense has outplayed the Buccaneers defense, and the Buccaneers offense right now is being outplayed by the Kansas City defense. Can they get there? 3rd and 15. Baker Mayfield throws down the field, thrown incomplete. Cade Otton was the intended receiver, but it was incomplete. So with 2:49 and facing a 4th and 16 from their own 22-yard line, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to have to punt this ball. They do have 3 timeouts. There is still the 2-minute warning. But the way the Chiefs have been able to grind the Buccaneers defense in this 4th quarter and 3rd quarter, and the defense, again, got no break because of the 3 and out now from the Buccaneers. We have a flag. We have a flag down on the kick. As that is flag number 11 on the night. Let's see what the call is. We have holding on the Chefs during the kick. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty and first down. So 2:39 remaining. The Chiefs with a 7-point lead. Can they run this clock out? Can they put the game away against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Or can the Buccaneers defense do what nobody thinks they can do at this point? Can they stop the Chiefs? Can they use their timeouts? Can they get the ball back? And can this Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense, led by Baker Mayfield and Cade Otton, march down the field and get a tying touchdown? That's a lot to think about, and that's a lot to say. The odds are not in the Buccaneers' favor, but that is why they play the game. Pecan in the chat says, turn out the lights. The party is over. He does not believe in the Buccaneers. The Chiefs with a 34-minute to 23-minute, 21-second time of possession advantage over the Buccaneers. Patrick Mahomes hands off, and Hunt gets nowhere. He gets maybe half a yard on the carry. Second down as the Buccaneers use their first timeout. Pecan, to all the questions that I had just asked, says no, no, and no. Pecan, not a believer in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But are you? Might you be a believer that the Buccaneers can do something? Do you want to let your voice be heard about how you think this game will end? Chat room is open. Come in, say hi, say hello, say how you're doing. And while you're doing so, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Helps us out tremendously. Thank you so very much. My name is King. This is Stay Tuned Sports. This is Monday Night Football. And this is 2:33 remaining in the fourth quarter as the Kansas City Chiefs look to grind this game into the books. 2nd and 9. Patrick Mahomes under center. Takes the snap. It's going to be another handoff here, and it's going to be a loss of 2 yards. Another timeout from the Buccaneers. 2:29 remaining, and it will be 3rd and 11. Buccaneers defense doing their best as we see Mahomes kind of slip and fall to the ground with his ankle. We don't know how good or bad that actually is. So let's see what happens next right here on Monday Night Football. Thank you for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Again, my name is King. And as we take a look over at Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, the amount of cocaine between those two is extraordinary and phenomenal. Will keep you up for days. Yes, Pecan, I am saying there's a chance. So let's see. Will there be a chance? On 3rd and 11, can the Buccaneers hold? Snap to Mahomes. He's back. He looks. He throws. Dropped. Incomplete pass on 3rd and 11. And it's 4th down. 2:24. The Buccaneers still have a timeout and the 2-minute warning. Pecan, there's a chance. And in the NFL, baby, all you need is a chance. The Buccaneers were unable to do anything on their last possession. This is the last chance saloon, though. Will they be able to get something done here on this possession? Here comes the 4th and 11 play. Snap. The punt is away. It is picked up on the bounce by the Buccaneers. Brought out to about the 28, 29 yard line, and that is where they will start. The Buccaneers, with a win, will stay on pace with the Falcons. Now, the Falcons, of course, have the sweep over the Buccaneers this season, so they will have to win at least one more game than the Falcons if they want to win the division. But losing tonight will not do well for the Buccaneers, as they are 4-4. They would be 4-5 with a loss. Kansas City, the lone remaining undefeated team in the NFL at 7-0. Tonight would make them 8-0. If they lose, they become 7-1, and then are only about 2.5 games ahead of the Los Angeles Chargers. 1st and 10 from the 29 yard line. Baker Mayfield gets it away to Rashid White, and he's going to get it down for a 9-yard gain, but there's a flag down, and it looks like it's going to be against the Buccaneers, and it's going to be holding. So that's going to knock him back. And we're going to have 1st and 20 with 2:09 remaining. So the Buccaneers not helping themselves right now with the penalties. And indeed, there is a grabbing of the shirt and the shoulder pads. That is not an arguable call. That is not the referees working in Kansas City's favor. That is an absolutely obvious and legitimate holding call. 1st and 20. Baker back, looks, throws, completes the pass. It is in bounds, 2:04, 2:03, 2:02, 2:01, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and manageable, very manageable, as it got closer to the 1st down marker than I thought he did. But Tampa Bay still far away from the end zone, and they need a touchdown here. So let's see if they can do it. 2 minutes, 1 timeout. Do they have some Baker magic? Is Baker going to be baking some nice, beautiful, tasty, delicious cookies for the Tampa Bay faithful? Or will he be baking turnovers? Or maybe he'll be baking a pie. Hopefully not one from the movie The Help. That's certainly one that you wouldn't want to eat. And Tampa Bay fans wouldn't want that one either. So you have to look and see what's going to happen here. I'm excited to see. I hope you're excited to see. We've had a great night here together on Stay Tuned Sports. We've had a great weekend. We've had a great time watching, we've watched some fairly terrible games. We watched the Jets and Texans, which was a bad game to watch. We watched the Colts and the Vikings, which was a bad game to watch. But we've had a couple of good and interesting ones. Giants-Commanders was actually a very good and interesting game. And you got to see me lose my mind, not only on the referees, but on Brian Daboll a lot, which was fun. Then we had Detroit and Green Bay. While maybe not the cleanest or best game, well, it's still fun to watch. And it's good to see maybe what is the best team in the NFL in the Detroit Lions playing their game and playing well up there in Lambeau. And now we're watching this game, which has been supremely entertaining. And thank you so very much to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs for providing us with a wonderful Monday night experience. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it as well. And ladies and gentlemen, we only have 2 minutes left. But do we have the little more? That's what we're going to find out here. And Tampa Bay certainly hopes that they do, as they're getting ready to march down the field here. Or will they? We'll see if Tampa's offense has that ability, if Kansas City's defense can hold them off. And then, of course, we have, as we see next Sunday, Giants-Panthers live from Munich, which we will be covering right here on Stay Tuned Sports. Why? Because I am a sports masochist, and I hate myself very much. So here we go. 2 minutes remaining. 2nd and 6. Baker back to throw. Steps up into the pocket. Throws down the field. Caught! That is inbounds, but it's caught. They're going down the field now. Sterling Shepard with the reception. 147, 146. They are at the Kansas City 49-yard line. They are set. Baker takes the snap. Steps back, steps up into the pocket, escapes the pressure, throws to the sidelines, incomplete. 2nd and 10, 134 remaining. Sterling Shepard with a huge catch in adverse conditions. So still from the Kansas City 49. 2nd and 10. Buccaneers need a touchdown. They have 1:34 and 1 timeout. Again, the weather, miserable, adverse, not the best. But they need to get down the field. Here we go. 143. Baker takes the snaps in the shotgun. Takes it, throws down the field. That's going to be caught. About a yard shy of the 1st down is Sterling Shepard. So it will be 3rd and about 1 yard. Hey, we got a pylon cam in this game, which I recently found out this week that not all NFL games have, and it's not the NFL's decision, it's the NFL Network's ESPN, Fox, ABC, NBC, CBS that make that decision, and they need to stop that. So we have a timeout here from Kansas City, or what do we have here? Or is this an official's timeout? They're going to review this to see if he was in bounds or not when he made the catch. Let's see. Catch with 1 foot, 1, 2, and then the knees down. I think that's a catch. I think that second foot is down either just before the knee or right when the knee hits. Yeah, I think the foot's down before the knee's down. That's a catch. That's a catch. One, 10. Yeah, I think that's a catch. Foot down. Yeah, foot's down before the knee's down. That's 1,000% a catch. That's the best look right there that you're going to see. But it does give the Buccaneers a little time to rest, although it also gives Kansas City's defense, maybe kills the flow that the Buccaneers were having. Hell of a catch by Sterling Shepard. All right, yeah, pass complete. Okay, so we know. All right, thank you for delaying all our time there, Mr. Official. So, 128. Let's do a little game reset here. 128. One timeout remaining here for the Buccaneers. 3rd and 1. Down by 7. Buccaneers have to get a touchdown here. They're at the Kansas City 40. Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff here to Rashid White, and he gets it, and he breaks it a little bit loose and gets down all the way to the 31-yard line. 120, 119, 118 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Buccaneers are moving the ball. 1st and 10 from the 31. Baker Mayfield back, looks, throws high, caught by Sterling Shepard, inbounds, though, as the clock continues to run. 103, 102, 101 in a minute. But the Buccaneers are moving the ball. 2nd and 3. Baker Mayfield takes the snap back. He's looking to throw. Has time. Now pulls it down. Starts running them himself and gets out of bounds at the first down marker. It is a first down, and the clock stops with 44 seconds left. First and 10 for Tampa. They are at the 20.5-yard line. Just nipping the red zone here. Baker in shotgun. Play clock down to 3. Takes the snap. Baker looks, throws. That's going to be caught at the 10, at the 5, leaps down at the 1-yard line. The clock is continuing with 33, 32, 31 seconds, 30, 29, 20. Oh, they're going to take the timeout now. Tampa Bay has taken their timeout. Trey Palmer with the catch and the run and was half a yard away from the end zone. But here we go. 30 seconds left. They put 33 on the clock now, so added 3 seconds. Even without a timeout, they are close enough where they can run the ball and still have enough time to set up for another play. So 1st and goal. Baker in shotgun. Takes the snap. Hand off. Nope, he doesn't. He throws to K-Dot and incomplete. Incomplete. 2nd and goal. 30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds. K-Dot and almost comes up with it. But just off the fingertips. Would have been a difficult catch. And it was contested. Pecan in the chat. Begging Baker. Come on, Baker. Prove me wrong. As Pecan said, this game was over. He wanted the lights turned out. Baker under center. Back. Looks. Throws. Caught! Touchdown! Miller with the touchdown for the Buccaneers. And they are an extra point away. From tying this game. Are we going to overtime? We might be, ladies and gentlemen. What a finish here on Monday Night Football. So here comes the extra point attempt with 27 seconds remaining. And the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up and it is good. And ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a tie game with 27 seconds left. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers march down the field after a holding penalty makes it 1st and 20. Deep in their own end by their own 20-yard line. They go ahead and go down the field and score. Pecan in the chat saying, go for 2. If this was Brian Daboll or Nick Sirianni, you know that's 1,000% what those fat bastards would have done. And I know Nick Sirianni is not technically fat, but he can go eat shit. He's a fat-headed piece of shit. So my great goodness, what a game we've had here on Monday Night Football. 24-24, the Buccaneers and Chiefs. Looks like we're heading to overtime. Again, 24 seconds. Can the Chiefs get down into field goal range in time? That's the question you have to ask. Butker has a leg. Can the Buccaneers defense hold off? You know the Chiefs are thinking about getting into field goal range. You know they have Harrison Butker. You know that they they have Harrison Butker. So here it comes, baby. This is gonna be an interesting finish. And here is the kickoff that's gonna go well out of the end zone. So the Chiefs, with 27 seconds left, they have all 3 timeouts. Can they get down the field? I believe I'm getting a text message from my father, and indeed it is. He says, this has been the game of the week, and I find it hard to disagree with Dad King there. So 1st and 10, Mahomes back, looking to throw. He's going to connect here to Kelce. That's not Kelce, sorry. And he's going to be short of the 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to go ahead and take their first timeout. 18 seconds left. 2nd and 1 coming up here for them at the 39-yard line. Butker, as we see him getting ready, warming up, practicing, seeing how he's going to line it up and kick it. Pecan predicting a pass interference call will get the Chiefs into scoring range. I certainly hope the officials don't become a part of this. 2nd and 1 from the 39-yard line. Mahomes in shotgun takes the snap, trying to find anybody open. He's going to pull down, throws, pick, intercepted! Intercepted by the Buccaneers. No, they're going to say incomplete. Oh, no. I want to take a look at this. 12 seconds left, 3rd and 1. It got bounced in the air off of Kelce. Okay, no, it wasn't complete. I thought it was a pick. Oh, I thought it was a pick. Oh. How big would that have been? 3rd and 1 coming up here for Kansas City. Mahomes in shotgun. Takes the snap, back, looks, throws, quick over, and again, almost intercepted. 4th and 1, 13 seconds left. The Chiefs are going to have to punt here. Oh, my. Tampa Bay, if Winfield holds on to that ball, if Tampa Bay then can go ahead, they could get a quick throw to the outside, perhaps, maybe, get out of bounds and try for a really long field goal. But 2 opportunities to get a pick, they were unable to do so. And on 4th and 1, we have a punt coming up here from the Chiefs, and the punt is indeed away. And that ball is going to die at the 21-yard line, and the clock has run out on regulation. 24-24. I said get your get the 4s up before. Well, ladies and gentlemen, get the 5s up. We have the 5s up. We are in overtime, ladies and gentlemen, here on Monday Night Football. What a game. What an absolute game. Again, after some of the primetime games we've watched this week on Thursday and on Sunday night, a big applause to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs for giving us this beautiful masterpiece that you've gone ahead and given us here. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Pecan with the 5 in the chat as we got the 5s up here as we're getting ready to head to overtime. Who's going to get the ball first? Who's going to get a chance to end the game? Who's going to get a chance to go home victorious? Who goes home in defeat? Pecan is run out of whiskey. I was going to say, it's been a long one, but it's been a good one. 3rd overtime game of the week. Yes, we missed it. There was the Rams and Seahawks went into overtime, and the Patriots and Titans also. And the ending of that game was crazy. How they even got there with Drake May just kind of throwing up that Hail Mary after running around for 12 seconds. Came down. Chiefs win the toss. They will get the ball first as they are going to look to end it on the first drive. Ooh, buddy, oh boy, oh buddy, oh boy, oh buddy, oh boy. I'm excited. This is fun. This has been game of the week. 100%. Both teams get 2 timeouts. All reviews come from the booth. We've had 12 flags. We've only had 4 Taylor Swift sightings today. I'm very disappointed in that, especially when it started raining. I love seeing Taylor Swift in the rain. I'm not saying to Google pictures of Taylor Swift in the rain or during the rain shows, but I'm sure you won't be disappointed if you do. Anyway, my name is King. This has been Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you so very much for joining us here on this absolutely stunning and wonderful Monday night where we have the Buccaneers and Chiefs going to overtime. Buccaneers trying to keep pace with the Atlanta Falcons in the NFC South. The Chiefs trying to remain the last unbeaten team in the NFL. One of these teams is going to go home disappointed. One of these teams is going to go home feeling a hell of a lot better about themselves. Who is it going to be? Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves bonus football, and who doesn't love that? Especially when it's good football. If you have bonus football and it's shit, nobody cares. Bonus football and it's good, like tonight, this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm excited, and I'm glad you're along with me for this journey. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. If you like what you've been watching tonight, please hit that like button, hit that share button, and if you're watching and not subscribed yet, what's wrong with you? Nothing, really, but change that massive problem and hit that subscribe button. Thank you so very much. So here we go. Overtime, ready to be underway, and the kick is away. And this is going to go well out of the end zone, as all the kicks tonight have been. And the Chiefs will start overtime on the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, 29 of 39 tonight, 239 yards with 3 touchdown passes, 2 of those to DeAndre Hopkins in his first game at Arrowhead, having himself a day. Chiefs get up to the line. Mahomes taking under center. Xavier Worthy in motion. Mahomes takes the snap. Play action. Step back, looks, throws. He gets Hunt in the flat, and that's going to be good for a first down. First down, Kansas City at the 40.5-yard line. Mahomes and the Chiefs break the huddle. As we see Andy Reid on the sidelines scheming. What plays does he have in the mustache of mystery? First and 10. Mahomes takes the snap. Again, handoff here to Kareem Hunt, and he's going to get 5 yards according to the referee's spot. I think it was a little less than that, but the official spot is all that matters. So it'll be 2nd and 5 coming up here from the 46-yard line. We are approaching 9 minutes. 1 minute elapsed here in overtime. Xavier Worthy is out to the left. Travis Kelce is in motion. Play action by Mahomes. He's going to turn upfield, tosses it out to Kelce. That's going to be a first down as he is tackled just short of the Tampa Bay 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Kansas City. Hamster, I would say the Broncos have to play a lot better than they did this week in order to go ahead and beat Kansas City next week. Travis Kelce, 14 targets, 12 receptions, 81 yards. I'm sure all the Swifties wish he had 89 yards. It would be so poetic, but it's not. Handoff here to Hunt on 1st and 10 as he's going to get about 4 yards, maybe 5. And he got 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. As we are now under 8 minutes here in overtime. The Chiefs break the huddle. Here they are at the 43-yard line of the Buccaneers. Mahomes in shotgun. Throws out wide to Hopkins, and he's going to break a tackle as he gets down to the 27-yard line of the Buccaneers. 1st and 10, Kansas City. Right now, the Buccaneers got to hope to just hold Kansas City to a field goal. A touchdown will end the game. Which I think is, listen, at this point, why do you have different rules for the playoffs and regular season? Either same rules for the playoffs and regular season, or just stop having overtime altogether, one way or the other. And college overtime sucks. Let's not do college overtime. So Patrick Mahomes, he's going to pull the ball down, run it himself for about 3 yards. 2nd down and 7 coming up here for Kansas City as we are under 7 minutes now. We are at 6:40 in overtime. Actually, they only given him 2 yards from the start of the slide, so 2nd and 8 will be coming up here for Kansas City. Because here's the thing, and Hampton's saying that the Broncos might upset the Chiefs next week. Chiefs will lose 1 or 2 that nobody sees coming. Bo Nix, I don't know if he's on Baker Mayfield's level as of yet, so that'll be a while here. So 2nd and 6, Mahomes throws down the field. That's going to be caught by Travis Kelce down near the 11-yard line. 1st and 10. It's starting to look inevitable, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, it's starting to look that way. That this might end without Baker Mayfield getting a chance to win in overtime. Or even respond in overtime. The Buccaneers have to keep the Chiefs out of the end zone. It's an absolute imperative. Or the game will end. Mahomes, hand off to Hunt. He's going to back his way after gaining 4 yards. 2nd and 6. They are inside the 10-yard line. The first down marker is at the 1-yard line. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown, but it will be unlikely. 2nd down and 6. They are 7 yards away from victory. Can the Buccaneers defense stop them, or will Kansas City move to 8-0? They're making it 2nd and 5 on the spot. Play clock was under 5, and the Kansas City Chiefs will go ahead and take their first timeout of overtime. So that is where we stand with this. We are currently in a timeout. Kansas City, 2nd and 5 from the 6-yard line of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A touchdown will end this game. It'll be over. It'll be done. Turn out the lights. The party would be over, and Kansas City would be 8-0. Tampa Bay's defense has to reach down into their nutsacks. This is nutsack grabbing time, where you're going to have to go ahead and make some big plays if you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. Do they have that ability? We're going to find out here. 2nd and 5 from the 6.5-yard line. Mahomes back, looks, throws, caught by Travis Kelce. He gets to the first down marker. It will be a first down and goal from the 1 for the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to say he's short. No. Oh, there was definitely movement there. That was an early movement. They didn't give him the first down. 3rd and 1. Oh, boy, this is it for the Bucs. Here we go. It's a handoff to Kareem Hunt, and he's in. It's over. Touchdown. Game. Kansas City moves to 8-0. As they have defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 30-24 in overtime. Man, Tampa Bay went all the way down the field, scored there to get this game to overtime. But unfortunately, in overtime, the defense was unable to stop Kansas City. And the Buccaneers never got to see the ball. And that is a win. So the Buccaneers fall to 4-5. The Chiefs remain unbeaten at 8-0. And that was by far the game of the week on Week 9. Again, fantastic. Just fantastic. Thank you once again to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Kansas City Chiefs. You saved Week 9 for me, which was coming down to be one of the worst weeks in which I've done any of these broadcasts. But, boy, this game was fantastic. Thank you so very much. But that is going to do it. That ends it. There we see Patrick Mahomes get ready to do his post-game interview, and everything else will be fine. Only 4 Taylor counters today. People are getting their wish. There's less Taylor being shown on your television screens. I don't like that personally. I'd like to see a little bit more if we're being all things being equal. But I want to thank you all so much for watching. ELS says win number 5 on the fantasy football season. There you go, ELS. Congratulations on your victory in fantasy football. Thank you so much for watching us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name has been King. If you like what you watched, please hit that like button. Please, if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously. And if you want to help us out more directly, we have a link to our donation station down in the links below here in the description. Also, our merch store is down there as well. We can click on that as well. Again, thank you all so very much for all your help and all your support and everything you do here, and just watching along with me during these football games on Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night, and the 1 o'clock games with the Giants and the Eagles and whoever the hell else we decide to watch. But thank you so much for joining us. Again, until tomorrow, where we will have the countdown right here on Stay Tuned Sports, where we'll give you our power rankings, our top 12 NFL teams. Me and Jimbo will do that. Also, we'll give you our Booty Cheeks 5 and let you know then. But until tomorrow, until the countdown, and until we see what happens with the NFL trade deadline, which is the only thing that's happening tomorrow, from what I understand. Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Have yourselves a great Monday night, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, I do know, stay safe tomorrow, everybody out there, no matter what you're doing, no matter who you're voting for, no matter where you're going for it. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay safe. Left, right, center, everybody. Stay safe out there. Love you. Have a great day tomorrow. Adios.